sorry, you guys. I have a little one that's sick, so it's not really the easiest to try to be going live and everything. Right about now, so it's a little tough. Okay. I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. And tomorrow, I am also married. And tomorrow, I am going somewhere early. Extremely early in the morning. I don't know that I'm so tired today. If y'all can't see a girl eating a popsicle on live, something's wrong with you. Seriously. This is a gift card. Options. I mean, that's an option. I'm tired. Opinion on adult babies. To each his own. Everybody likes what they like. You know what I mean? It's like saying options on a adult child. Men that don't know how to be men, or women that don't know how to be women. Y'all can't see somebody eating icy without thinking something like that. That's sad. Seriously. Because somebody's eating icy. That's ridiculous. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Somebody said, I'm on my phone. Hey, happy holidays. We are all people, Black, white, Asian. Who cares? Wanted to show some love and support. Oh, you are great. You are grateful to be around, so that smile and positivity show much love. Oh, that was cute. Oh, thank you. Someone said, I like to be an adult. Maybe sometimes too. I just like this. Oh, thank you. I never knew that. Oh, mine. Your voice is so. I get that a lot. I would never date. I mean, oh my goodness, you guys! I gotta tell y'all what I said to somebody. And you know how you. It's not a lollipop. I'm not gonna calm down because I'm hungry. It's not a lollipop. Everything is fine. I'm gonna tell you guys what I did. Any fetishes? I do. My fetish is being held in my sleep. That's my fetish. What? Mm-hmm. And know how these have a joke at the end? No, being held in my sleep. This says, why are there currents in the ocean? The joke is so corny. Well, I like to be held in my sleep because of the electric eels. This was so corny. Like, this was so damn dry. No, what? No. You know how, like, spooned, I think it's called? Like, when a man holds a woman like this, I think it's called spooned. Something like that. That's what I like in my sleep. So, let me tell you guys what I had said to somebody. And I wasn't being disrespectful, and I wasn't being rude. So, this was so corny. Like, I was like, okay. Okay, I do. I love cuddling. So, let me throw this in the garbage can. Hold on. Damn thing fell. Hold on. All right. So, I want you guys to tell me if I was wrong or not. Hold on. Don't mind me. I'm tired from work early this morning. See, there go my jawline again. What's the best way to ask a girl out in 2025? Ask her out. You also have high cheek. I get that a lot. I don't know why. Ooh, pardon me, I burped. So, do you snore? I don't know. I don't think I snore. I like cuddling too, but it's unfortunate you're a single mother. What the hell does it have to do? Anyway, you're not going. I'm tired of talking about that. All right. So it's this guy, and you look like Willow Smith's sister. Willow Smith is beautiful. I think she's freaking gorgeous. You're beautiful. Oh, you are so beautiful. Then thank you. So it's this guy, right? And he has no kids. Sorry, I was trying to set myself up. And he has no kids. Right? So he has no kids at all. No kids. And and he keeps trying to pursue me. What the hell? I bet you also look like the same way you did when you was a little girl. Like, no kids that you know about. So let me ask a question. Somebody said being a single mother is a red flag. So let me ask a question. Being a father, being a single father, is that a red flag? Somebody said leave that man alone. I don't bother nobody. Like, I literally don't. I'm just curious. Is being a single father a red flag? Somebody said face carve out. What up, though? I want to know. So, if being a single mother is a red flag, why is it that being a single father is not a red flag? No single father can pay bills, but single mothers have the choice to not work. What? Being a single mother is not a red flag. Someone said being a single mother. Oh no, someone said being single is a red flag, period. No, it's not. Y'all don't know about self-love. Something is wrong with some of y'all. Why you not at work? Because I went to work early this morning. And I got out early this morning because of my son has the flu. I'm saying as soon as you started talking about him, something fell. Leave him alone, laugh out. No, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I kind of told him off, but in a really good, positive way. What are you drinking? This is a Bluetooth. Self-love is the best love. That part. So I don't know who said being single is a red flag. No, it's not. Being single, you're fine. You're not gonna die because you don't have anybody. Like, cut it out. Get your life together. If the man is single, has no kids, you need to connect him. I'm just being honest, babes. You need to connect him? What? I heard your son coughed this morning. I hope he feels better. He had his medicine this morning. He had everything this morning. Single father don't deny access to mother's children. I'm asking a question. You just said being a single mother is a red flag. So now I want to know, is being a single father a red flag? It's a simple yes or no question. No one has yet to say yes. So I'm asking the question. Connect with him. Interact. Sorry. No, I'm going to tell you. Hi, Avy. Hi, my love bugs. I'm going to tell you guys, I told him off. In a very honest, pursue him. Hell no. In a very honest, loving, caring way. I did. I really, really did. Like, I just kind of went off. Oh, so you said no. So why is being a single father not a red flag? I have an answer, but you're not ready to read the answer. Damn, sorry. I love you guys. I've been single for almost 2 years. As a man, I've been eager to try again, but seeing all the bullshit happening now just keeps me on crime mode until love calls me again. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Lay your hair down. Let's see what you... Yeah. Everybody wants me to have my braids on. I don't want my braids on. Hi. So I want to know, is being a single father a red flag? Because 80% of single parents are mothers. So let me ask a question. How does a woman become a single mother? She has to have intimacy, right? So that means that there are single fathers out there as well. Duh. She doesn't get pregnant by herself. Well, nowadays, but y'all catch my drift. So cut it out. You have men that are fathers. They don't clean their kids, okay? So cut it out. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, you mean a single mother is a red flag? No, you being a father, not cleaning your kids, that's a red flag, okay? You creating broken homes as a man is a red flag, okay? Like, what's wrong with you? Cut it out. Stop getting on these women. I'm so tired of that. It's corny and it's whack. That track didn't play it out. Not doing it. I'm not toxic. I'm just real. I'm just tired of always hearing, oh my goodness, you're a single mother. That means nobody can date you or you don't deserve a high value man. No, I deserve whatever God comes my way, okay? Whatever God comes my way, wherever God sends my way, I will treat this man like the king he is supposed to be treated as long as he treats me right. Now, we're going to be talking about two different topics, okay? That, and please let the questions keep coming. If he is denied access to his children, then he is not with it. He's still a father. It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear it. A man is still a man. If you hold the seed to create this child and you decide to leave, you're still a father. It doesn't matter where you go or what new girl you start dating, baby. You still have kids out there. So please, let's stop with that. I'm sick of all of this crap, okay? You had the seed. You hold the baby. You insert the baby inside the woman, and then it's up. I don't want to do it, or she's up with my best friend. So, I'm far from aggressive. I'm just real, and that's the problem. People don't understand the difference between real and not dealing with bullshit. Simple as that. Nobody hurt me, babes, because I'm completely healed, humbled, and blessed, and highly favored, and I take care of that part. Ain't my fault y'all don't know what real is. The hell, that ain't my problem. You need to understand the term of fatherhood. No, you need to understand the term of motherhood. If there is no access, no authority, then no duties. It still is. It doesn't matter. So if a man has a child, right, and he just leaves, that all falls on the mother? No, then that's where child support comes in at. I'm just saying. I was actually talking about a whole different topic. Somebody said it's the woman's responsibility to not get pregnant. If you don't get your ass off my channel with that nonsense, no, none of that. Because you know what's so funny? When men are in the heat of the moment, right? They not complaining. It's all feel good. It's all I love you. Y'all do all this fake bullshit pillow talk, okay? And then she gets pregnant and it's, oh my goodness, I didn't think she was going to get pregnant. Now, I know you had sex ed in school because I sure enough know I had it in high school, 5th period, every day. Okay? Every day. There was not one day I didn't have her. I love my sex ed teacher. She was a bomb. Women are children. Well, that's your take. Women carry the child, but the man can insert it. Who has to carry it and raise it? Both parties should. It shouldn't just be the mother. What the hell? What's wrong with you? I love you, but what's wrong with you? Protection don't feel as good, don't. And being a single mother doesn't feel good either. Next. In a way, that's true. A guy can't leave. And, oh, no. A guy can leave. And he's not the one that has to carry. So, yeah, it is up to a woman, especially knowing a guy wants to go. No, it's both of y'all responsibilities, not just a woman. Stop putting all that pressure on a woman because when you dial on her phone at particular times of night, you're not thinking about none of those things. So cut it out. Stop it. Hey, Joshua. Hope that. Oh, Lord. Or maybe people shouldn't have with people unless they love them. That part. Why do y'all think my son is 9 and I have no kids and I've been celibate for 9 years? No, thank you. Like, I'm cool on that extra. Yo, I don't want no parts of that. I'm good. No, thank you. Why y'all think that this face stays this way? I don't got time for that drama. Or none of that. I don't want my page balance to be thrown off or none of that. So I'm cool with that. Cool with that. No, thank you, boo. Women are not manipulative. If anything, listen, a woman and a man can be manipulative, okay? So it goes both ways, okay? Both can be. So I'm gonna say women can, and so can women. Not yes, but 9 years. People be like, "How do you look so young?" I just don't fall for it. I'm not. Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, you got a man. Yes, I do. His name is God, and he's been so good to me. So good. So good to me. That part. It depends. Why my phone keep dropping? Because I'm damn alcoholic. It depends on the context. For example, the other partner could be deceased, therefore I wouldn't consider that a red flag. That part. Hope, or maybe people. Okay, now that was a good comment. You left off. You had the example of the key and the lock. Nobody wants the bad lock. Everybody wants the master key. But then men and women need to start acting like it. Because it goes both ways. Yes, it has been 9 years. It's been 9 years. I've been fine for 9 years. By myself. I've been okay. So let me tell you guys. Thank you. I do cook. I'm actually cooking today when I go home. That's funny that you said that. Somebody said bye. Hope you stream more. This was going. Oh, thank you. Faith Help has no faith in women. Not phone up. Some of y'all just despise women. Something's wrong with you. That's okay. Anyway, so I saw you make potato. I did. I was like on a freaking potato, like. What do you do for work? I have 2 jobs, but today I went to my first job early this morning. Women are allowed to have fun, but when a man have fun, he pays for 18 years. That's not true. Listen, I just think like this, right? Cooking tonight, I'm making chicken, rice, and carrots, and fresh carrots. You had 10 years, 5 months ago. There's nothing wrong with being celibate. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think that's just the best thing that's been for me. My spirit and my space and my energy and my pH balance. I've been, I've been fine. I've been fine. You do. Once you are become single, you do. Well, if you choose to learn more about yourself being single, then you can. Then you. If you embrace it, then you will be fine. But some people are afraid to sit with their thoughts by themselves. Some people are scared to look in the mirror by themselves. Some people are scared to be alone by themselves. And I don't have an understanding of that because I think that being alone is fine. You can learn more about yourself. Hi. Women like to play victim or to like to seem like they have no parts of wrongdoing. That's not true because that's not true. That's not true. There are some women who will take accountability for the things that they've done and the wrong that they've done. It just depends on the person that you meet. I would personally say don't put I would personally say don't put every woman in one category because I sure know when I put one man in every category. I'm not gonna do that because that's not fair. The last man that I talked to, he was a jerk, right? Respectfully speaking, because I don't want to seem like I'm coming off too hard. But the next man I may get with, he may not be like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I protect my intimate space and, my physically, my space. You got a lot of knowledge with you. I just may tune in from time to time. That part, apologize. I didn't mean all women. That's my bad. That's all I'm saying. Women can't tell the truth because there's no truth in them. That's not true. I feel like a lot of people on here, I personally don't know, but just from the comments, you guys have had really bad experience with women. And I think that we all have had a bad experience with either a man or a woman. We all have, right? We've all had that one person and we're like, don't even talk about him or please don't even talk about her. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we learn from that. Well, I hope we learn from it. You should learn from it as much as you can and just take it. I believe that with every relationship you give and you take. And some people are afraid to start over, especially if they've been in a relationship for like 20 years or 30 years and they break up and then they have to start over. Some people fear that because they don't know what it's like to start over again. So I would just say learn yourself, within that time frame because you're so used to that one person that you may have forgotten yourself. And that's, I get that because, you're just so used to that one person. And I get it. Hello. Oh, thank you. What about the guy who bought is he a jerk? I told him off in a very positive way because I told this man the God on the truth. I said, let me tell you something. Let's get to that. I said, listen, you have no kids. Do not be with me. I am a single mother. I said, don't stop your life because of you want to be with me. I said, respectfully speaking, I don't want you. You have nothing to offer me. And I was being very respectful. I said, you have no car. I need my son to get picked up and dropped off the places. And I said, eventually I'm going to need you to help me with that. And you can't give me that. I said, you don't really have yourself together. I was like, and I can't sit here and wait for you to get yourself together when I have a son that I have to get together. And, there's nothing wrong with living at home with your parents. I don't think that there is. And I was like, I just don't want to go backwards to being or talking to a man that lived by himself and that had his own business and things of that nature, and then I go to this. I was like, no, thank you. I was like, you are a wonderful person. Be with someone who can give you time. I can't give you that. The things that you want from me, I can't give them to you. I want you to find somebody who doesn't have kids and so where you don't have to stop what you're doing or, you may be excited about a date and then you can't go. Then it's going to make you feel, some type of way. I was like, don't do that to yourself. I said, don't stop your life because of one person with their little one. I said, you have no kids. Live your life. So when I told my mom what I said, she was like, you don't think that was a little harsh? I said, no. No, because he still has a lot of growing up to do. And I said, I can't sit here and hold his hand while I'm already holding a 9-year-old's hand. I said, because at one point in time, I'm going to let my 9-year-old's hand go. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can't do that. That's what is very honest communication. And I was being real. I was like, why would you do that to yourself? I said, you have no kids. You have all the time in the world. I'm like, you can have another job. I was like, there's a lot of things that you could be doing. I said, listen, I'm a mother. I work 2 jobs. I said, so I can't give a man time. I said, I can't come in asking you to do something for me knowing that you can't do it. You can't help me pick my son up and drop him off. You can't help me where I fall short at if you my man. I said, there's a lot of things you can't give me that I would need. You understand what I'm saying? And my mother was like, oh my goodness, that was so harsh. I said, well, Mom, guess what? It's the truth. I refuse to let a man come in and him just expect me to be doing all these things and then still being his woman. I can't give you everything. I can't. You know what I'm saying? And that alone will save a lot of heartache. Exactly my point. God is my son, father. My God has been good to my son all the time. God is all about father. That is very honest communication. And does age make a difference in? I mean, I'm not dating somebody that's younger than me. It would feel weird. Sorry, no disrespect. Maybe what you're looking for might be a little older man. Just suggestion. I know what I want in a man, and I'm not gonna sit here and settle for nothing less. If you don't know who God is, I don't know what to tell you. If he was the one who could give, you better believe I would make sure I was. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I was like, that's what I thought laugh out loud. Well, if you don't know who God is, I can't explain it to you. I'm not, some people don't believe in God, and that's on y'all. I don't got nothing to do with that. But I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to this man, right? And sugarcoat it. I was like, don't do that to yourself. You have so much more to give to someone. Don't give your all to someone with a child because you're not gonna be happy. I was like, you're not. Someone said God didn't tell you to be a single mother. Duh, it just happened. Like I don't regret my child. And God didn't tell another man to care for someone else's kids. Guess what though? There are some amazing men out here who will help a woman with their kids. Hold on, give me two. Someone men want the and women want the resources. It's not rocket science. That's not true. Some women really do want a man because she loves who he is. I don't understand why everybody just think this thing now to where a woman just want money. It's not always about money. You have a woman that could have loved a man from when he had nothing to now he's something. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the person. Some of y'all have had some really horrible experience with women, and God bless you because y'all just seem like women are just these horrible people, and we're not. You cannot. You can do whatever you like. You could put women in this terrible category, but you're never gonna be happy. Like you have to. You broke up with Buddy. I never dated Buddy. See, that's what I'm talking. See, stuff like that. People don't listen. Stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Sketchy Rufus. Someone say you broke up with Buddy because he ain't have a car and you never say he was a bad man. I never dated this person. Let's be very clear. I made sure that I told them to their face I would never date them. He's an amazing man, but he has a lot of things he has to work on to where the things I have been blessed to have and I have had to work on them. I'm there. He's not. And I told him, you will get there. And when you do, you will be so happy because you did it by yourself. I will always encourage him, of course. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with him not having a car. There's other aspects of him that I don't want to deal with. I just don't. I just personally don't like him. And of course, you know, loving your swag. Thank you, babes. Right? And I was very honest. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of men on here, hello, are talking about, oh my goodness, you know, women are this, women are that, women are liars. No, I told this man the truth. Right? I definitely told him the truth. And you don't got to spell like that. How about that? Where's the period? Get out of here. Start it up. Right? So it's just called being real. And I will always tell him, you know, and I always tell him, you're very handsome, you're an amazing person, and I think you have a beautiful heart as a man. He has a beautiful heart as a man. I will never sit here and speak ill will, speak negative. I never will, but I told him there's so much that I have had to work on to where you are now where I used to be. And that's fine because everybody has to start somewhere. And I told him, you will get there. You know, you just take everything one day at a time. You focus on what you need for yourself in your life and you will be okay. You know? I'm not trying to be rude because your spirit is beautiful. No, I would rather be honest with someone than to come in telling a lie or selling someone a dream or letting someone think, oh my goodness, they're the man for me, because you're not. I would, the laugh. That's my mom. I think when you're open and honest and you have that transparency, it's a balance. And I just refuse to lie to somebody. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my goodness, I can give you all the time in the world. I can cook dinner for you. I can give you back rubs. No, I can't do none of those things for you. I really cannot. I'm the type of woman that gotta be like, hold on, let me check my calendar. You know what I'm saying? Don't know me want that. A man want to be able to go to his woman's house and, you know, you are so fine, thank you, and enjoy his stuff and, you know, get a little bit of this, get a little bit of that. I'm not doing none of that. Like, I have a whole 9-year-old. Like, I'm not about to be bumping and grinding. I'm not doing none of that. You're not coming to my front door. You're not coming to my car. Like, I'm just, these are all my son's safe spaces, and I refuse to just not have it feel safe for him. You know what I'm saying? And some people may find that awkward. That part. Let him know. No, her personality and spirit is rare. Thank you. She not ghetto and ratchet. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna come in being real, you know, and I think that's where a lot of men have this fear of, oh my goodness, there's not a woman out there that's gonna be honest. Sorry, sweetheart, I am. Don't date me. I'm single. I have 2 jobs. I can't give you time. I can't bump and grind with you. I can't be cooking a home cooked meal for you. I cannot do these things that a man will want a woman to do. I'm gonna come in hot, but I'm gonna come in heavy. But I'm gonna definitely come in honest. You know, I can't give you what you want because I can't even I can't even take a nap sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So, and my son will always be a blessing. I would never regret my son, and blessings to him, you know. You're a great mother. Thank you. You know, I make sure that I don't bother nobody. You know, I don't text, I don't call. Anything that goes wrong, I figure it out. And it's no disrespect to nobody. It's never me trying to bash anybody. It's never me like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get on here bashing anyone. That's just not in my spirit. I'm just not gonna do it. Now, whatever my child's father is doing, I wish him well. Nothing but the best, nothing but blessings. But I refuse to beg someone for anything. I wish this man nothing but the best, and I hope wherever he is, he's happy and he's safe and he's okay. You know, I hope that he's good. You know, I mean, why I get on here saying, oh my goodness, he don't, like, I'm just not, I'm not doing none of that. Like, it makes no sense to sit there and start bashing somebody. What is that going to get me? I still got to cook dinner. I still got to go to work. I still got to be a mother. I'm not going to get on and bash somebody. That just makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Like, no, thank you. You could take that to the next. That's why I practice my peace. I practice my sanity. I practice, just being by myself, and I'm okay. It's okay. And so why I say I'm extremely rare, and I'm okay with that. Most men aren't used to a woman being honest, but you got me. Oh, thank you. When you come in, yesterday you said you're not looking for a man. I'm curious what would be the ideal situation look like if you have one, though. I don't know. I don't know what it would look like because I personally haven't even thought about it. And I think for me, being celibate for 9 years, it doesn't make you think of, it doesn't make you, I would say it doesn't make you are a pretty woman. Thank you. Imagine what it would be like, because that's kind of just gone. I don't say to myself, oh my goodness, I wish I had a man to help me do this, or I wish I had a man to help me do that, because it's just not going to happen right now. So I'm stuck on me doing it. You get what I'm saying? Good morning from San Francisco Bay Area. Where are you from? Norwalk, my love. Somebody said 9 years. Okay. Listen, that's why, you know what they say, black don't crack. And that ain't correct either. So it's like, oh, somebody said, you fine, thank you. Happy holidays to all from San Francisco Bay. Oh, same to you, love. You just get to a point where you're fine. And I don't know what I ideal would look like, because what I would hope for, I know I wouldn't get it right now, because first of all, my son is 9, and my son doesn't like anybody, to be honest. And I'm gonna put you like this: I would hope that whoever God put in my life next is a really good man, because I'm tired of picking the wrong one. So that's why I'm not looking for anyone, and I don't want to have this image of this perfect man in my head, and then it's just not like that, because I know it's not going to be. So I just take everything one day at a time. There is no ideal of what I would want or what I would hope. I'm just taking every day, day by day. That's really honestly all that it is. New Year resolution 2026, become more of Jesus Christ. I know that's right. And I think that for me, it just got to a point to where I was like, okay, that makes sense. Is there a guy who you regret passing up on? No, it's not. I regret all the men that I've spoken to. I love you guys. But they were not good. But, they were not good. I will always say they were not good for me. But I hope that they are amazing for someone else. You see what I'm saying? I can't get on here and say, oh my goodness. Like, that's not me bashing. I'm from Norwalk, but that's just me saying, whatever reason why we didn't work out. Well, one of them passed away. The other one was just insecure, respectfully speaking. And I just like, oh God, I can't. I cannot. That's when I had a text. Do you go to church? I do go to church. So what is your attitude like? That's one of the big problems. My attitude used to be real nasty, but now as I got older, it became a lot better. Someone said no one is perfect. You ain't never lie. I still have this channel about relationships. I mean, it can be, but I'm not in one. So I know I always say, listen, I am not in a relationship. So if you don't want to take my advice, you don't have to. Here's resolution. 2, health is the next wealth. I know that's right. Thank you. Getting ready to go. Grabbing and all right. Somebody said she's high fly. Thank you. But there is not a man that I actually. I will say this. Okay, I'm not married. I will say this. No, I will say this. So there is a guy, and his friend. I think is extremely fine, right? And I wish I would have met the friend first and not him. Now we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue, but I always thought his friend was really attractive. I was like, oh, wish I would have met him first, but okay, we're just going next. We're gonna next. So no. Was you married before? I was never married. Somebody's somebody said no, it's just the French just came. I'm sorry. That's funny. Not how that happens to guys 2 9 years. So yes, it's been 9 years. Somebody said don't be telling our business. That's cute. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, listen, it be like that. Listen, I'm human. It happens. It's okay. It was a lesson. Oh. It's all right. Listen, things happen. Just so you guys know. Yo, I don't know who a Jacob William 6119 is, so listen, it happens. It be like that sometimes. It is okay. Oh, somebody said, OMG, you look so effing amazing. You're gorgeous. Thank you. I mean, you asked, right? So I'm just keeping it real. I wish I would have met the friend first, but you know, it's okay. It just means it wasn't meant to be. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. So that's why it's been 9 years. I'm good. Listen, ain't no shame. What the freak? You know, it'd be like that sometimes. I appreciate the run. Listen, I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and it's so funny because, right? So I kind of just noticed, like, the friends, I guess, body structure more. And I was like, okay, I love his shoulders. Let me continue because I don't want them to be watching this. So we're going to continue. I'm late. What's been 9 years since I've been intimate? It's been 9 years. I'm coming, my love bug. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm coming. Hold on. You have to have some. That's some terrible, man. Hold on, baby. I'm coming. I'm coming to you guys. Sorry, you guys. Somebody said amazing cheer. I also want to say you have some good guys and some bad guys. You do. You do. Just like you have some good women and some bad women. But I would really just say, I would ask someone, don't put every woman in every category, because you don't know that by you doing that, you probably could have missed your blessing. I tell people, be careful with that. Because it could have been a woman. Same thing goes for a man. It's been that long. You could see a woman and you could say, oh, nah, man, you know, because what I just went through, I don't got time for that. And that woman that you are passing on, right, could have been your wife. But since you went through something already, now you're stuck on, nah, man, every woman is like that. That's not true. If I could say, and I'm going to be very respectful, every man that I had has been a dog. Very respectfully, right? I'm not going to say every man has been. Well, every man is. I'm not going to say that. Because there are some honest, hardworking, faithful, honest men out there. And I will give that to them. 100%, I definitely will. I'm looking for a good woman. You'll find it. It has been that long. And I think that's why for me, I've been okay. I don't know what is going on. Oh, and my mom watch. I see someone said this is what they all say. That's not true. Because some women will tell you to your face what's in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? But I personally would never ask somebody what's in your bank account. That's rude. Or I would never ask a man, okay, well, since we gonna go, you gotta get my hair done, my nails done, my feet done, my eyebrows done, you gotta buy my outfit. Girl, what are you doing? This man gotta probably get a fresh haircut, fill up his car, okay? Get his car washed, okay? Buy fresh kicks, buy a new outfit, get a new fitted. I mean, listen, he probably spending more than you are to get ready. Like, girl, what we talking about? I always say this. If a woman trying to be funny on a date, you be funnier. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. Because I always tell my son, I would expect you to pay for the first date. I definitely would, right? I understand I was hurt too. I was with my child's mother and never cheated for 12 years. And she cheated on me on my birthday while I was on the job out of town. Ugh. I would get, I like doing my own stuff though. I'm not from the islands. I like doing my own eyebrows, my own feet, my own fingernails. I like doing all that. The only thing I used to do my hair. Shit, I thought I knew else to hell with that. I don't got time. Hi, hello. I don't got time for all that. But I would tell my son on the first date, yeah, you pay for it. But the second date, I think that both parties should be paying for, either each other or paying for themselves. I mean, I think it is a bit much when you ask a man, right, you don't want to spend money every single time you guys go out. It's always him. When do you say, nah, you had the last two, let me get this one? Or, you pay for dinner, let me pay for dessert. Not be dessert, but let me pay for dessert, or, let me do, let me pay. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. It took me years to trust again. That's understandable. Because sometimes when you break a person's trust, baby, trust is the hardest thing to get back. Once that trust is over, you might as well just pack it up, zip it up, seal it up, and just go. I'd rather pay for the food. Well, that's understandable. I would pay for dessert. Like on the first date, shockingly, but I would ask, hey, do you want to have? And some men don't like that. Some men get offended at it. He says, say that inch louder for the ones in the back of the back. Every morning with you. Aw, you good. I'm blessed. But I would ask, hey, but I would definitely have my boundaries set. You know, there's no you coming over my house. There's no me going over your house. You know, there's no you trying to get anything. We're not doing none of that. You know, if you want to go out with me, I don't mind paying for myself. If you would like to pay, that's fine. You know, if you start to feel different throughout the night or something of that nature, you know, you can get up and leave. And I could just leave and go home. You know, I will be bringing myself to the first date. You know, I don't expect for you to pick me up. I don't expect for you to pay for a babysitter. I expect to have all these things under control since you ask me out, right? So now the least I could do is find a babysitter, you know, do my own things, you know, get my own hair done, my own nails done, my own feet done, you know, things of that nature. I mean, well, shoot, if it's winter time, you ain't gonna see my feet, but I like having my feet done. I swear I asked the other one out. You're different. Everyone isn't the same. That much is very true. I agree. But I definitely think it is a woman's, especially if she has kids, right? I think it is her responsibility to find a babysitter and do not expect a man to pay for your babysitter because you want to go out. If your mama can't do it or his daddy can't do it, baby, I would tell him, listen, we're going to have to reschedule this. So I don't want to watch my son. You know what I'm saying? I think when a woman comes in honest and real and boundaries just set, I think a man kind of can have a better understanding of her situation, and then that gives him time to be like, okay, well, you know, I don't think I want to mess with shorty because, you know, if I can't go on the first date with her, you know, then we probably can't be doing other things. I think it gives the man a chance to really kind of digest if this is what he wants to do or if he wants to go on a date with somebody else that he probably already has lined up. Somebody said thank you. You're welcome. I mean, that's just my take on it. And I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but I think that would just be my personal take on it. I'm married, but I agree. Oh, thank you. I just think the more you come in honest, the better it is for him. Down his guard. What you mean down his guard? I just think that stepping in honest is just the realest thing ever. That's why I told the gentleman that like me, yeah, no, just go. Just leave. Just go. You don't. Just no. Good morning, wherever you are, my love. Good morning, because I'm gonna turn up the morning over this way. I was trying to do something like this new freaking thing off. I'm sorry that I messed about you dating. I'm not dating. Why do everybody keep thinking I'm dating? I wish I was dating. I'm kidding. I'm not dating anybody. Listen, I keep telling you, listen, if y'all know something I don't know, please tell me because I'll do it for you though. Okay? I'm trying to put y'all a little bit higher so I'm trying to like New Orleans, Louisiana, check in. I know that's right. Step in. All right, let's see if I can get you guys. Okay. I think that's a little bit better for what I'm trying to do. I wish my mom's share went up. Oh, you some fine-ish. Thank you. Vegas. All right, Vegas. Vegas on the page. But seriously, I think that, and this is my thing, right? Let's say if, now I have a question. Let's say a man comes in and he has a child, but you are not aware that he has a child, right? And he is trying to control what you do in your home and who has your son and things of that nature. My homegirl might, you're so pretty. I hope my homegirl is not mad at me saying this, but I'm using my homegirl as an example. She just started dating someone, and the gentleman had already told her, like, hey, you have to put a stop to, your child's father. You gotta have that conversation with him. And I was like, red flag. I don't like how this gentleman is already coming in trying to tell you what you have to do. I said, if you're not ready to have a conversation with your child's father, then you're not ready. I say, give yourself some time to even fill this gentleman out before you go in and say, oh, I'm dating. I said, back off a little bit. I'm like, you just started talking to him, so just give him some time, you got to fill him out. Your daughter got to fill him out. So don't kind of rush into it that early. And I was like, and he's kind of coming off as demanding already, but it was just an example. And I was like, I really want you to be happy. And if you really want to do this, I'm hoping that all goes well, but just be careful. Just be careful with it. I want her to be happy, but I just don't want someone to step in and then just be kind of have like a controlling aspect to her, because she's so eager to be with someone else. Like, listen, girl, it's been 9 years. So if you think I'm finna sit up here and tell you something wrong, I'm not. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I wish my mom. My mom last time I could sit. That make me high. My butt hurting. She on flat and my ass is not. No for nothing flat. I got a little cushion back here. I need something to sit on my stomach. I need a pillow or something. She got a pillow in here or something? A blanket or something? Oh, she got a pillow. Oh, my JB pillow. I got a pillow. Listen. My booty ain't that flat. Hey, beautiful. Hi. Yeah, be careful because it could go all the way. And I just told her, I was like, listen, I was like, people say single people keep people single. I said, listen, I love you very much. That's what I'm saying. My butt is not flat, so I can't sit on nothing flat because that cushion back there would be like, ooh. I'm from Norwalk. And I just told her, be careful. I never want her to think I'm coming in being rude or I'm coming in being trying to stop her. I said, just be careful. Just take your time. Hey, beautiful. Hi, my love. How are you? I just was like, I don't want you to throw a man in someone's face and he's not who you think he is. I was like, so just kind of fill him out a little bit. Okay, let me see. Single women control other single women. I don't think that's true. I think it's just us looking out for each other without realizing that you're not allowing them to make their own decisions. You're no different from the guy you believe is controlling. That's not true. That's not true. I would never throw a man in somebody's face and I just started talking to them like a week ago. Knowing that she wasn't even ready to have the conversation with her child's father to begin with. But now here is a man that came in a week ago. And now you're ready to have this conversation and throw this other man in his face. Hold on. Get to know him a little bit before you even say something. Hi, Kiva! You guys, I have to introduce her. You guys, it is my baby. It is my baby. It is my moderator. It is my love. It is my queen. It is Kiva in the building. Kiva. Hello, everybody. Gotta welcome Kiva. Hi, Kiva. Yes, she is here. Hello. Hi. As you should have homegirls back 100. That part, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. You just have timing. Timing and balance will be my two favorite things, Take time to get to know this man. Balance out the conversations with your child's father before you just, oh my goodness, why I got a man? Hold on. Yes, you're talking to someone, but is this your forever? I mean, are you going to have him around your daughter? Are you going to have him in your home? There's a lot of things you got to think about before you just throw a man in another man's face. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be careful because you don't know where you and him are going to end up. Y'all might not even be together tomorrow or next week. So my thing is just be careful. And it's not even about her making her own decisions. But when you have a child involved, I would want somebody to say to me, yo, you got a son, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? And from personal experience, nah, bro, you ain't coming to my door, all right? Or nah, brother, you ain't getting in my car. There's just a lot of things you have to really be careful about because I always say, whoever you let into your home, you let their spirit in your home. You let their energy in your home. You let their vibe come in your home. You let them step in your doorstep. They may mess up the vibe. They may mess up the aura. You guys may be arguing, and then your daughter is going to be looking at this. You got to be careful, because what she sees is what she's going to accept. That's what I'm saying. You get what I mean? So it's never not wanting her to make her own decisions. Oh, somebody has a quick question. What's up? You just have to be careful when there's a child involved. You just can't be letting anybody and everybody come through your front door. You cannot. You have to be careful, because what your child sees is what they're going to accept. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Kiva. Hi, my love. How are you? How are you? How is work? How is life? How is the family? How are you, my love? How are you? You guys, I'm coming, honey. To have a friend like you that will be real is everything. Honestly, that part. Protect your energy at all costs. That part. Give me 1 second. My baby calling me. He has the flu. I'll be right back. Hold on. Ooh, my butt's hurting. That year. I'll be right back. All right, my lovey. I'm coming. What's up, lovey? Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I know it has a flu, so I'm trying to do both at the same time. Always. My child. College, my love. Okay, what's the question? What's up? Did somebody ask a question? Kiva, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm trying to do both at the same time. Somebody said, that's right. I'm not even gonna, that's not true. Because kids are getting harmed for other reasons. I don't have Facebook or Instagram. How is work, Key? Because I know you work like you and Izzo. You, Izzo, and Leonard. You guys work like some daggone workaholics. And Detroit in the building. Okay, I see you, love. I should have kept my Instagram, but I took that shit off. I was like, I ain't got time. But seriously though, when you, and this is my thing, right? What you mean all special? My day is going great. Izzo be on here. My best friend Shaniece is in that. He can definitely tell you about all of that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is my thing, right? The gentleman I was seeing has 2 kids, beautiful kids, right? But he didn't have his kids. So my thing is this, right? He can have anyone over whenever he wants it, because you know he didn't have his children at his home. I, on the other hand, right, have my son. I can't have anybody at my home. That's why I'm saying there is a difference and there is a balance, because a man carries a seed to have the baby, but a woman has to carry the baby. So my thing is, there's a balance, right? Intimacy, you know, that creates, you know, reproduction. And I think, did I pronounce that word right? I think I did. And when a woman has a child, She does not have a child by herself. Nowadays, you can, right? Let's just be very clear. But, you know, back before science and all these things and all that, it took a man and a woman to have a baby. You know, before everything else came out, right? Let's just go back. It took a man and a woman to have a baby, right? No, I have a child's father. That's what I have. You know, if both parties live not with each other, the woman 9 times out of 10 had the baby. So she couldn't have anybody over at any time. He, on the other hand, he could, because he didn't have the child. She had the child. I just don't want a man to look at a woman and say, oh my goodness, you're a single mother, so you are just at the bottom of the barrel. That's not true, because it took a man to help her have this baby. It took a man to help her create this baby. She didn't make this baby by herself. So my thing is, stop doing that. Because women still have feelings. And when y'all are inside of them with no protection, you're not complaining about anything. You're not whining about anything. In that moment, it's the heat of that moment that feels good to you. So if the heat of that moment feels so good to you, you know that you can get her pregnant. She knows that she could become pregnant. So the responsibility becomes on both parties, not just one. Yes, she carries, but you insert. It's simple as that. Without you, there's no baby. Without her, you can't carry the baby. So please, let's just stop. No woman should bring just anyone around the kids. That has to be earned. And no man should bring any woman around his kids. That has to be earned. My whole thing is this: whatever standards y'all have for a single mother, have those same standards for a single father. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What the hell is ringing? What do my mother got in here? This is not, I'm not used to this. I'm about to see who calling her phone. I'm being all nosy. Who calling my mother? Who calling her? I don't even know. How did we work this thing? How you work? I don't know. Somebody calling my mama. I don't know. I be going in my mother's stuff. If she man, get out my phone. Yeah. Who calling my mother? Ooh, Key, I see. I ain't even see that. Thank you, babes. Look. Yes, Key. Yes. So question. All right, what's up? Why does the woman have the right to adopt or not if it takes two to make a child? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Just like something I think is another tough question is that when it comes to harming a child, meaning if a woman doesn't want a child anymore, I don't know how any of that goes, but I think that you can't do that anymore, if I'm correct. I be really trying to get into stuff like that nowadays. I really do be trying to pay attention, because that's as I should. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that goes if the man still wants the baby. You know, does she just have the right to just say it's my body? Or does he have a right to say, okay, well, that's still my child as well? I don't know how that goes. I think that would be a tough one. Why does a woman have the right to adopt or not if it takes two? Doesn't it? I don't know about adoption, because I've never adopted. You are a gorgeous queen. Thank you. I think he should have a right because he is the... I agree with you 100%. But you know how some women say, oh, it's my body, my choice, my body, my choice. Excuse you, boo. That is your body, but that should not just be your choice, because y'all chose to make this one little human together. So if you don't want to go through this process of carrying this child, again, you both should have been responsible. So at the end of the day, that's a good question. Y'all about to make me look. Where's my mom's phone at? This phone work. I'm about to look it up. Oh, her phone work. What's her password? What's my mother's password? My child's father didn't care at all to me. They want me to do child support, and she is 8 now. I'll do my thing and take care of us. Let me tell you something. Never stray or never be ashamed to take child support from a man that is not helping with his child. And I will tell a man the same thing. Never be ashamed to take child support from a woman who is not helping with your kids. I don't give a damn if they got 2 damn different families. I don't care if they got somebody who was pregnant. I don't care if they about to get married. I don't care. That child was here before anybody else was. You have a responsibility to take care of this child just as much as I do. So
Blessings to your new family, blessings to your new wife, blessings to your new home, but you're going to help me take care of mine regardless if you want to or not. You are going to financially do something, because you got to think about it. If a man has no responsibility to a child, imagine all the money that he gets to sit up here and save, and all his vacations he's probably out here taking with his new shorty, or even just taking by himself. Forget about the new shorty, right? Hell, if she want to help out, if y'all want to be an item and y'all be married, oh boo, you can help me with him too. Both of y'all incomes could come this way. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Love both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, just anything. Um, thank you. I don't care if he has a second child with somebody and he don't want to take care of that child. Yes, girl, you put his on child support. Or, right? Even if a woman doesn't want to take care of her child, you put her on child support. Because at the end of the day, these kids they are expensive. The way things are nowadays. Okay, wait, that's not true. Somebody said, nope, if a woman can have an AB, a man can AB1. You know what you lay down with. That's not true. That's not true. Wait, what? I'm tired of hearing about these marriages. Who said anything about marriages? Won't you say divorce because that's what it ended up being? That's not true, though. Laugh along, honestly, you are beautiful inside out. I'm going to just... I'm going to just joke. So, this is my thing. Let's talk about it. Sometimes you don't know what you lay down with because somebody could switch in the blink of an eye. You could be with somebody for 10 years and you think that you know them like the back of your hand, and then tomorrow, baby, they might be not be the same person that they was when you lay down with them. Something can flip in somebody, right? So where you see a difference in them, you're like, okay, I don't know who you are anymore. So that's not true. You don't always know what you laying down with and or who you laying down with, because people can change in a blink of an eye. They definitely can. I can sit up here and be happy as hell today, and tomorrow I'll be pissed off at the world, and this man don't even understand what's going on. But that's where communication comes in at, right? Like, honestly, you are. Wait, I'm tired of hearing about these marriages. I'm confused because even and sometimes let's just be very clear. You can get married to somebody, right? And you may think this is your forever. This is your only one. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Somebody said that's not true and you are right. I'm so confused on what you say. These conversations is interesting and I'm here for it. That part, key. So you can get married to somebody and you can think that they're your forever, right? And then they just don't be. And people will sit up here and say, oh my goodness, a single mother, a single mother, a single mother. Okay, well, what happens when she gets divorced? And she's no longer with that man. She now still becomes a single mother. He still now becomes a single father because they're no longer a union. They're separated. So then what do you say? Then what do you say? And sometimes you do just grow apart, but then what do you say to that? Then what do you say? Do you still say, she a single mother, so she ain't no good? Do you still say that? Or do you look at her different because she was married, but she's still a single mother? I want to know, what does everybody think? And yes, it goes both ways. I want to know, marriage is not guaranteed forever, in my opinion. Just saying, I agree. Salud. Hello, my love. All right, I want to see somebody that you said that's right. Be careful when you lay down with, but where's the woman intuition doing? Y'all supposed to know already. No, what the hell? No. Listen, a woman's intuition could tell you this man is fine. I think he's gonna be the most amazing person. Why do y'all still keep putting everything on a woman? It still becomes both of y'all responsibilities. Stop. Oh. For me, the man didn't ever come back. Oh, girl. In 2016, I told him and he said, I'm moving. I got all his information downloaded on 2017, 2018. I tried to contact, but now 2025, he got 2 kids and I got 1. Never mind. I was gonna say find them and put them on child support, but I don't want to tell nobody that because I'm not trying to get cussed out on here by by nobody. But as long as you're taking care of your baby, wish that mean nothing but the best, and do what you got to do. Accountability is a start. Yeah, but accountability goes for both parties. Things key. That's what I'm saying about marriage. When it comes to marriage, it shouldn't be no divorce. Sometimes it can. Sometimes you just, like someone said, sometimes you grow apart. I wouldn't want to sit up here and be with somebody and I'm not happy. No, I'm not gonna stay in a marriage for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm definitely not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, why do I gotta suffer? Because we just can't get it together. But it takes, I think when it comes to marriage, I definitely would always suggest somebody do marriage counseling. I've never been married. I'm not even dating. So, but I'm just saying, I personally would definitely suggest marriage counseling before you do anything. Because somebody said it's death do us part. Listen, sometimes you gotta grow apart to come together again. Far from that, my parents never did that. Don't be mad because you probably did and my parents didn't. That sounds like a personal problem. Always put on the woman, and I love women because you think you're so smart. Oh, this is a Bluetooth bottle. It's like my little microphone, and I like the little height. Kids are always both parents' responsibility. Thank you. Thank you. For as long as you live. Thank you. I agree. Even when they are adults, it's both parents to always be here for your kid. I like you. I really do like you. This new school age idea of marriage is wild. Why is it wild? I personally will go through the Sahara Desert. I personally will go through the jungle with my significant other to make it work. I would have marriage counseling. I will keep God first in it. And sometimes it genuinely isn't enough. I would love to be married and just have that as my forever. I did not eat today. I didn't. Our grandparents did so much with much less. I agree. I agree. You at my mom's house. I hadn't not home yet. What does that mean though? What is enough? When you put your all into it. When you really and sometimes when it's time to fight for your marriage, that's when a real test comes in at. That's where faith really comes in at, because I don't think that I think that everybody goes through a sense of what's going on here. When you really fight for it and you really put God first in it. And again, sometimes that, honest to God, that may not be enough. I would definitely want my forever to be my forever. I agree 100% with you guys. I do. I really, really do. I do. But sometimes it's just not enough, and it's okay. If you got the idea of leaving in your head all the time, it's inevitable. You're not going to try as much. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Because if I'm married, and again, everybody is different, but for me, so I love it here. Thank you so much for talking to me. You're welcome. I would really want that man to be my forever. So I would put every bone and trick in my bowl for this man, okay? Like, I would ask him, what do you need? Or what do you need from me? What more do you need? But these are questions I would ask a man before I even get with him. That's why I say, before you get with somebody, I don't want to know your favorite color. I don't want to know your favorite song. I want to know you. Tell me about you. What was your past like? What was your childhood like? So I can kind of get an idea of who you are now. You see what I'm saying? I didn't describe enough. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I agree. Hold on. Well, stop getting married. It says the death do us part. A lot of marriages is a joke. I respect the older ones that's been married for like 40, 50 years. I respect them. The other ones is a joke. I mean, I'm not going to call nobody marriage a joke. I think that's kind of disrespectful. But I agree with, I respect the marriages that's 40, 50 years strong. And I'm pretty sure they went through things. I'm pretty sure they had to fight to stay together. I'm pretty sure that they did. I got you with enough. Hold on. Adam and Eve lived in the Garden of Eden and didn't have to suffer and she still wasn't satisfied. I'm a scroll. Go from that one. True, but our grandmothers did have the rights. No. Oh, that much is true too. If you have, okay, wait. What is enough? What is enough? As long as nobody's cheating or abusive physically, verbally, if that's your person, that's your person. Any relationship is working, so don't nobody get along all the time. I agree. Okay, so what is enough for me? You know what? Sometimes it may feel like it's never enough, right? Sometimes you could probably say to a man, oh my goodness, is it ever enough for you? Am I ever loving you enough? Am I ever cooking for you enough? He may tell you no. He may want more. But guess what? She may want more too. So it goes both ways. I don't think that something will ever be enough. You know, I don't think I could probably ever love a man enough, because sometimes if I get stuck on you, I'm going to feel like I'm never doing enough, because I'm going to want to do more. I'm going to want to cook more. I'm going to want to love you more. I'm going to want to... Wait, what happened? What should I do? I'm freaking out in the device. Who told you something yesterday? Don't be tweaking on this shit. No, we don't got time for none of that. So I think it depends on what you feel is your enough. I don't never want to call anybody marriage a joke. Kiva, I agree. Both sides have wants and both sides have needs. Okay. 18 years. I am with my husband and stay strong. That part, let him know. Let him know it's gonna be 19. Let him know. Congratulations for 18-year marriage. Congratulations. That part. I like stuff like that. But I think that sometimes it may not be enough. Like, I personally, all right, I'm gonna give you guys an example. This may be a weird example. Like, my mother, if y'all know she's still here and people say, you know, give your mother her flowers while she's here, I feel like I could never give my mama enough flowers while she's here. You know what I'm saying? So I could feel like I probably could love my man more, or probably could cook for him more, or probably could wash his clothes more, or I would probably always feel like, okay, you know, what else can I do for him? But he has to give me the same energy. He has to give me the same respect. He has to give me the same thing back. Why is my mom so loud? My mom talking about she ain't no scared chick. Mom, sit your ass down. Sit down. Yo, my mom fought a cop before. When she was younger, yo, my parents is nuts. That wasn't her younger days. Like, ugh. I'm the only sane person between my mom, my dad, and my sister. I swear to you, I promise you, like, that's the, like, I'm talking seriously. I'm the only sane one out of all of us. That's crazy. If you're not going to stay with that person when you get married, I don't care what happened. Don't get married. I agree. I agree. If you don't see yourself being with this person, especially sometimes when a man hits rock bottom, I think it is so wrong when a woman says, oh, you broke, I gotta go. Oh, he broke for now. But when he get back on his feet, don't come around. And stop letting these women back in your life when they freaking show you who the hell they are. God. Jesus. And same thing for a woman. Girl, let somebody else pick up the trash. Stop picking it up. Tie it up and throw that bad boy in a garbage can. Close the lid. Lock it. Honestly, if I have a girlfriend one day, I want one that will love to work out with me all the time. Well, I mean, depends on what you call working out. I'm just saying. You know. That would be a little twin flame or whatever. I like working out, but I can't work it all the time because again, I have a baby. I hate cornbread. I don't like cornbread. Cornbread. I can speak on this because I was married to death. To us part, get a divorce first and then maybe you'll stay married. That part has happened. Some people have actually filed for divorce, and then we need young ladies like you to walk this way. Oh, thank you. Sometimes some people have actually filed for divorce, And it's so shocking to where I think sometimes when you have that fear, right? This may sound a little weird, but just bear with me. When you have that fear of, I'm never going to wake up with this man again, or I'm never going to wake up with this woman again, or I'm never going to be able to see them again. You know, sometimes I think I don't have Instagram. I took it off. Sorry. I think sometimes when you get that fear in your mind of sometimes being by yourself and not being with the person that you want us to be with forever, sometimes it'll make you rethink it. I think sometimes you gotta have that fear in a relationship to be like, okay, what am I doing? You know, can I really see myself without him? Or, you know, can we really not work through this? Or can we really work through this? Or, you know, I really want you to be my forever. You know, how can we work through this? But I would say, come being honest, right? I've never been married. I'm not in a relationship. But I definitely can say from personal experience, tell him how you feel. But this is the problem. And this is the problem that I had with the gentleman I was with. He didn't want to hear how I felt. Because anytime I would try to talk to him about how I felt, it was, oh, you're nagging. I'm not nagging. I'm trying to figure out what are we. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to figure you out. I'm trying to see what are your likes, what are your dislikes, what are your comfortabilities, what are your uncomfortabilities. I can't read your mind. I can't read your mind. You have to tell me what's wrong. So you getting upset because I had a conversation is blowing my mind, right? When you had someone over at your home, no one was at my home. You get what I'm saying? I can't respect you as a man when you never respected me as a woman. I can't give you these deep conversations when you don't want me to give them to you. I can't read your mind. You know what I'm saying? So from that experience, I now know what I want in a man. And this is where people ask me. I want someone that can communicate, okay? That can tell me what's going on, how they feel, what they will accept, what they won't accept. I need a man to be able to talk to me about him. What will you accept? What will you not accept? What are you comfortable with? What are you not comfortable with? I need to know these things now because I don't want to be a year down the line and then you see me having a conversation and then it's the same thing that he did. Because I would be like, but let me know now so I can know, okay, I can accept this or I cannot accept this. I'm coming. 1 second, he's calling me home. I'm coming, my love. I'm trying to hurry up because, sorry, my phone is gonna die, so I'm trying to hurry up and charge it. You're not pink hang on the window. Oh damn. This ain't even the thing. Hold on. My phone on 5%. Oh, those are my mother's. These are my mom's. I didn't even see these. Hold on, y'all. I didn't even see those. Hold on. Okay. Move that 1 second. Hold on. Where are you? I didn't even see those. These are my mom's. Sorry. She would kill me if she seen that. I don't know. I'm gonna let you take a guess. What do you think I'm into? Like, what is so crazy? Okay, we're back. We're good. Sorry, y'all. Oh, someone said, I'm going to tell the truth about these modern marriages. These modern men don't know nothing about marriage. That's not true. Because that's still you putting every man inside the same category. Around that time is when you have to self-reflect about being with that person. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, if you come in being honest, this man can kind of pinpoint, okay, do I want this or not, I don't want this. Or a woman can say, do I want this or not, I don't want this. I think when you come in honest, that's the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. If you ask for my personal opinion. It's hot. Some people ask for help, but you think because you're beautiful, he's trying to help. They might need your help. Stop hurting your people. Which, I would like a masculine man, but okay. Being married, I will say that marriage will only work as long as both sides want to be married. I agree. Communication from both sides is key. It's a contract that is consistently being renewed. Get somebody that wants you to, that part. That's why I say you have to come in wanting to be able to have deep conversations, because if you come in and you just, I think that knowing little things are important. I would never say that it's not. I think that it is. But am I able to, honestly, from the jump, saves you the time from being mentally hurt about it? I agree, right? I would rather, this is just my personal take. Now hear me out. Tell me you guys think I'm wrong. This is my microphone. It's my mom's Bluetooth. I think it's so cute, right? And it like it's literally leveled perfectly. I would rather be able to have a 5-hour conversation with a man on the phone, right? Than to just have good intimacy. And then I have nothing to talk to you about, right? So if you're coming over and you're just, when we're just being intimate, then you're leaving. Where is the communication at? When am I learning who you are? When are you learning who I am? If you're not taking me on a date, how are we having communication? You know, if you're not coming over and we're not having conversations, how am I learning you? How are you learning me? You're not. So then when something goes wrong, you don't know how to move. You don't know how to feel. You don't know what to expect because there's no communication. You don't know this man or you don't know this woman. So now you're saying, Oh no, well, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. Only thing is, you both had no communication. If I don't know you, you're not going to know me. Hello. If I don't know what's going on with you, you're not going to know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be the only person wanting these things with you and giving them to you because I still don't know you. I'd rather have communication with the woman. I would rather have communication with the man. I 100% agree. And that honestly was the problem. With the last person I was with, there was no communication, and I tried. I definitely would try, but he always took it as you're nagging or you're always complaining. So you took me having a conversation with somebody as disrespectful. You took that as you now saying I'm sleeping with this person. You took a conversation with an innocent man and you blew it up for absolutely nothing. Why would you blow that up? Because I'm having a conversation with him. Never had a conversation with you though. But the conversations that I had with him, I wanted them with you. But how would you know that if there's no communication on your part? How would you know that? You wouldn't. I'd like to purchase some of your fluids, either separate. What? Something's wrong with you. That's what be the. I'm telling you, it just. This man sat there and did this in a room full of men, and I was so uncomfortable because I asked this man, can I have a conversation with you outside? I did everything right. Where's Jay-Z? I feel like Jay-Z, I'm about to pop up. I did everything right. I did everything the way I was supposed to. And then it went from, oh, you told me he was trying to kick it to you. I never told you that because I never had a conversation with you. When I had asked you originally, can I have the conversation with you? So that didn't turn into that. You never gave it to me. My hands were tied because in your mind, what you already had made up is what you thought it was. Instead of you being a real man, having a conversation with me outside about however you felt in private to where nobody had to know what was going on, right? You chose to sit there and try to belittle me in front of a room full of men. And do you think I'm going to respect you as a man? I'm hoping and praying that this man has learned from that. And whoever he gets with next, I want him to genuinely learn from that, okay? And to know it's okay to feel how you feel, but have a conversation about it. Have a separate conversation. Take her outside to where nobody knows what's going on. This is not me bashing him. This is me wanting him to learn from what he's done. You get what I'm saying? You get it? You have me in a room full of men, and I'm outnumbered. I'm outnumbered, and I'm with my son. Best believe I would have made it out. It's not even the crazy part, because I knew that you weren't gonna put your hands on me. But the sense of uncomfortability that you gave me as a woman, and you were supposed to basically be a protector, you didn't give me none of that. You gave me none of that. And this is not me bashing him. This is me speaking on my personal experience with him. Right? And it was negative. That's why I say now I know what to accept and what not to accept. That's why I say even when a man says, oh, nah, you know, that's not how I am. You can say that's not how you are. But are you going to show me something different? That's the gentleman I had to text and ask him. I don't know, his shirt got over my house. I don't know how. And I had to ask him, hey, you know, do you want your shirt? Right? And he was like, because I asked, I was like, hey, you know, I don't want to toss your shirt in the garbage can. You know, do you want your shirt back? Do what you please. All right, throw it right in the garbage can. Next. I asked before I did anything. Out of common courtesy, which I think is the respectful thing to do. So, you know, I was like, all right, toss it. I asked you. It's better. Wait, oh, sorry. My bad, I read that wrong. It's been almost 20 years together, 7 years married. You know, most likely not going to show nothing different. That part key. That part, I hope he does. I think this, and I told him, I said, I think you could be an amazing man. I think you have it in you. I do. Just got to get it together. We talk at home and on the phone. If you can't talk, it won't work. If he or she don't want to talk sensibly, they don't want you. I agree. What is so wrong with just asking, hey, how was your day? Hey, how are you? Hey, did you eat? You know, these were things that I did. These were things that I did. You know, these were things that I gave and never received none of it back. That's why when people ask me, what do I want in a man? I can tell you what I don't want in a man. Okay, for sure I can. That's why I say I don't know who my next is going to be, but I'm damn sure never gonna know if I see a red flag or I'm pointing it out. What's the problem? What's the issue? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got time to be sitting up here 6 years with somebody else and you acting the same way. No, thank you. Respectfully, I'm not doing it. If you tell me I'm cool with you, you know, talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you just having, you know, a simple conversation, but you show me something different, oh, I'm pointing it out. Excuse me, what's going on? Because you sit up here acting so... My son's sign, my son was born in April 10th. I don't know what sign that is. One-sided communication. And that, when it's one-sided, it's never going to work. Because I can't be sitting up here having all these deep conversations with you and you just not answering nothing. But I'm sitting up here telling you, oh, you know, this is how I am. You know, this is what I will accept. You know, this is what I won't accept. And you just staring at the phone or you just quiet. Yeah, you don't want me. So let somebody else want me. That's why I was like, wait, I said my son. I was like, you know, if I can't have that with you, don't expect me to give it to you. You know, I'm not giving my all like I did. When I tell you I know what to, hold on 2 seconds. When I tell you I know what to do next go around, I know what to do next time because I learned from what not to do. Hold on. I'm gonna take this jacket off. I'm hot. You know, if you mean zodiac sign, then yeah, I don't do that. That's why I was like, I don't like my son was born April 10th. Like I don't know what none of that stuff is. But I just feel like there has to be communication, respectfully speaking. I think communication and honesty are always the best thing. He said, thanks, moderator. Her name is Kiva. I'm pretty sure she would appreciate if you dress her as Kiva. Oh, and a woman, if I give her my... But that's my thing. I would always say to somebody, just be careful with going in because you don't want to give somebody your all and they're not giving nothing back. Just be careful because I really don't want anyone good to get hurt as something you see early on and you're just ignoring it because you want to be with somebody. When you want to be with somebody and it's been a while, you know, you may think that, oh my goodness, you know, he'll probably change in time. Sorry, girl, he not. If this man is showing you nothing, baby, he don't want to give you nothing. Take it from me. She said, ooh, clocked it. I mean, I just think that, you know, everybody has a name on here and it should be respected. We still love you. We definitely love you. I just want everybody to be, you know. See how she addressed you by your name? See? It's all love and respect on her. Y'all know that. But I just, don't waste your time. You know, just don't waste your time with somebody who, and then that's the thing, when you waste your time with somebody like that, little do you know, God could probably have put somebody in your life and you just missed your blessing because you were so stuck on, oh, you know, well, you know, maybe he'll change in time or maybe she'll change in time. Yeah, no, there, Well, maybe don't give him a month, No, give him 30 days, Give him a week, I'll give him a year. Oh, fuck no. Like, what are you doing? He's just not going to change or she's not going to change. I just don't. I would hate for a really good person to waste your time. I just want everybody to be happy, but just really just be careful with who you give your energy to, who you give your aura to, who you give your time to, who you give your peace to, your mind to, who you give your conversations to, who you give yourself to. You gotta just be careful with it because some people really aren't worth it. And I'm just being respectful. True, I hurt a woman because I wasn't healed and I was truthful, but she was all in, and afterwards it hurt me that I hurt her. That's the thing. And I tell people, be careful with that, because if you come in and you're not healed, don't don't do that. I wouldn't suggest somebody do that, but nobody don't gotta listen to me. But that's the worst thing to do, was hurt somebody who came in and they were healed and they were fine, and then you came in and you hurt them because you were hurt. That's not, it don't work like that. I mean, it do, but it's not nice. It goes both ways in a relationship. I agree. Give love, receive love. Give communication, receive communication. It's always better that way. People see others when that stops. That's true. You know, I agree. I agree with that 100%. If a man isn't giving you something or a woman isn't giving you something, see the red flag, and please don't just say, "Oh my goodness, girl, he's so fine," or "Oh my goodness, man, shorty bad." So she look good, but you can't get a home cooked meal, or he fine but he can't ever take you on a date. You want to run that by me again? You just got to really think, what do you want in a man? What do you want in a woman? What do you want out of this? Do you want to start this as if you were going to finish it? Do you want this to be here forever? Can you see yourself with this person? Can you see yourself coming home to them, sharing your stories, coming home, giving your laughter, giving your pain? Can they be the shoulder that you cry on? Can they be the ear that listen to you? Can they be that person for you? Or do you just see them as, nah, shorty, you bad, we about to just bang and that's it? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I mean, some people do that. So what is beeping? What she got going on here? This is too much in here. I'm not wearing socks. You just have to really just be careful, because you really, really, really just don't give your energy to everybody. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said dropping jewels. Give them a year. It's crazy. a week, a week going on to a month is more than enough for me to take my out the relationship and go about my life. I agree. I definitely do agree. And for me, I feel like for me, I have this thing to where, don't think I'm crazy, but you would have to take me on a date, because I'm not about to sit up here and be nobody's secret house partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't be seen with me, then you don't need to be seen with me in private, because you're not about to claim me in private, but you're not claiming me in public. We're not doing none of that. If you can't be seen with this beautiful young lady that I feel that I am inside and out, there's a door. There is a door. Because remember, I don't even need you to pay for me. I don't even need you to bring me there. I can pay for myself and bring myself and take myself home. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't even be seen with me, there's a door. And I'm not giving you a month. Well, then again, yeah, I would. I would, because my schedule is crazy. Hey. Well, thank you. I like what I see and hear. I'm liable to subscribe. Like, comment, and share, hype it up. I'm just saying, you just gotta be careful with. You just have to be careful, especially with time. Especially if you are a busy person. I will walk with you hand in hand. See, that's what I love, when a man is not afraid to show his woman off. When I love when a woman isn't afraid to show his man off. I think that is so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You're holding hand in hand, or you opening the door for her, or you're introducing her as, this is my lady, or this is my man. I think it's a beautiful thing, because you're confident. Okay, he's claiming me. But then again, that don't always work either. But I'm just saying, we just gonna keep going. It's not one thing to be seen. That is that part. It'd be like 10 o'clock at night. Bring, bring. You in bed? Hello? Your son sleep? Yeah, why? Can I come through? Motherfucker, no. That's what I get. All right, we're going to do it again. For the good dude. Bling, bling. Hello? Okay, it's now 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you at work? No, I'm actually, home just cleaning up, getting together, some things. You want to go out for breakfast this morning? My treat. Oh my goodness. All right, give me an hour. I'll be ready. Girl, I will throw something on so cute and so quick. Slick this here in a bunch. Hello, how are you? I'm just saying, you're saying, listen. If I already shaved and everything, give me an hour. Because then I got to get an outfit. And it takes me freaking forever to find an outfit. Okay? Thank you. Seriously. It'll be like 12 o'clock in the morning. Right? Literally a.m. You up. You sleep. You look at the phone. Hello. You up? I am now. Why, what's up? Your son sleep? Yeah, he been asleep. Can I come through? Oh, you can come through at, when the sun was out. Goodbye. You got me all the way booked up. We're not doing none of that. No. No. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that. If you cannot be seen with me in public, you don't need to be seen with me in private. No, that's crazy. That part. That's great. I'm just saying, like, no. If you cannot be seen with me, I'm not sitting up here saying that every time you go outside you gotta hold my hand, or every time you gotta, I'm not saying that, but be seen with me. Let my presence be known. Let women know. Hey, I have someone. If you feel like it's too flirtatious, hey, I got a girl. It's so funny because this guy not at my job, but it's this guy, very handsome smell. And I left out like one day, like me and him were just having a conversation. He was like, if I wasn't married, I would talk to you. I said, have a good day. I love how he presented his wife. I love how he presented that his ring was tied on his finger. And he was a black man. I appreciated that and I adore that. And I'm saying to myself in my mind, this woman has a great man. And I really hope that she knows that he love his smile. Just, an innocent conversation. I love how he presented himself, his wife, his foundation, and his ring. I love how he presented that as a man and as a married man. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was beautiful. I wasn't trying to kick it or nothing like that, or like he wasn't. It was just, I don't know if he felt that my conversation, I'm just friendly. Damn, maybe I'm too friendly. Maybe I should just start mugging people like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. Like, no. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be with you in public and in private. That part, it depends on what we're doing in private, but that's a different story. I'll let you drive the Camry. You just gotta let me come see. What? No. Who needs the milk? He would say AMOH, no. You know what I'm saying? You have great energy. Thank you. Glad I joined the live. Thank you. I think it's really, really sexy. Like when a man be like, I'm married. What is ringing? Who is this? I should answer it. Now me hanging up my mother phone like that's my responsibility though. I was about to be like, who are you? Why are you calling my mother? Wait, what happened? I don't know. I just missed everything. Love your voice. You have a good heart. Thank you. You have great energy. Thank you. Ooh, I'm not calling my mom phone. I was like, I should have been like, why are you calling my mom? I still do that sometimes. My mom phone ring, I'd be like, who are you? What do you want? Why are you calling? Oh, my mom would kill me if she knew I was doing that. She'd be alright. Even my dad would be like, who are you? Don't call my father. My parents would be like, what are you doing? It ain't important. My parents, please. It ain't important. Like, who are you? Hello. No, one time my son did that to my phone. My son said, who are you? My mom don't got no friends. I was like, no, what? Get my phone. That part. If it ain't important, get the fuck off my line, okay? Like, why did you calling my mother? My parents are zip. You ain't got lessons under here. Like, what? I'm from Norwalk, my love. But seriously, when you can have, and plus, you know what's so funny? I think that, I mean, I don't, no, my parents aren't bakers, what? I think that some women, what are you going? You mean, what am I doing? But, cause you're a cutie pie. That was cute. I think that for some women, I definitely will say for women, they need that sense of security of knowing that, you know, no, you're fine. I do not have a passport. I think that I think some women have to have that sense of knowledge of you acknowledging who they are. Some women, like you, they get offended, especially if you're talking to a woman, oh my goodness, and you don't introduce them. First thing that comes to their mind is, oh, who's that? Why are you talking to her? Why are you talking to her with your girl? Relax, calm down. I don't even know who Shorty is when you're over here tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was just a hello. I think that some women need that sense of security, of knowing that you are acknowledging who she is to you. I do have one kid. I have one kid. That's it. Just this one. 9 years celibate. It's been 9 years. One kid. Oh, this is my aunt calling my mother. Okay. Because the next ring I was about to be like, hello. My mom answered that one, I think. Somebody said I'm about to get on I-95 North. Where the hell you going? You know, I think that, and I think that's where going out on dates kind of can get her sense of, you know, the feeling of security is important. It is. Somebody's answered the phone. Oh, that's my alcohol. Because some women, if you don't introduce them as, so you think you will have more kids, is let's be very clear, ladies and gentlemen. I had my tubes burnt. I do not smoke. I just have a strep throat, and I'm getting over the flu. I got my tubes burnt, and I am on birth control. So they thought that my birth control was lost inside of me, so I had to go get it looked at. And the nurse that was doing down there, she was like, you know, I was telling her what I had done, and she was like, you know, oh, thank you. She was like, you know, why? She was like, you know, you're so young. Why would they let you do that? And when I tell people that I got my tools burnt, they look at me and say, you're lying and all this other crap. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. My cousin, shout out to you, Diamond. Say, thanks, Dime. That man brought me. So you're going to be celibate forever. I just might be, because I'm not giving myself to the wrong person. You want more kids? I don't know. I usually don't speak on this, but I went through a really bad depressed stage when I had my son. So it made me never want kids. Plus, they're too freaking expensive. And it's too much. It's too much. It's financially, I don't want to get myself pregnant and then get pregnant and then be a single mother again. I don't want that. So to answer the question, probably not, because I don't want to go through that. I don't know. I personally, back then, I didn't. That postpartum, joke is not. You already gave yourself to the worst person. I highly doubt it, because there is worse out there. Only you know your own plan, girl. Whatever goes will go. At least you're honest. That part. And I definitely will come in telling a man, listen, I got my tools burnt and I am on birth control. So your chances of having a child with me is maybe, she told me, there is a 1% chance I can become pregnant. Right? 1% chance. I personally, this is a Bluetooth. It's a speaker. I can actually get my phone up and y'all can hear me better. I am looking to get remarried again. That's fine. I personally don't want any more kids because financially it's too much. And I'm really trying to buy, my own home. And I just don't see that happening with another child. The postpartum that I went through was terrible. Like, my hair, I fell out so bad. I was so skinny. Like, it was bad. And I'm honestly thankful that I went through that to be able to be where I am today. And I'm okay. I'm okay. So, but again, I would definitely come in being very honest. Hey, I have my tools burnt. I'm on birth control. And I don't want it. Right now, I don't. And I'm okay with that. That's why I said, even if Amir, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, I don't know what God has in store for me. Postpartum for me was terrible. I had to make my wife sleep on the couch. Oh, why the hell you make why you have to make your wife sleep on the couch? I disagree. I don't think she gave herself to the wrong person, because she got her beautiful child and learned a lot from the past relationship. That's why I say the person that I gave myself to is not the worst person, because like I said, there are worse out here. I'm not gonna bash that man. I'm not gonna do that because he's happy with somebody. I'm not gonna do that to him. I refuse to do that to him or his relationship. I'm not gonna do that because he's still a man with feelings at the end of the day. That part, I'm still gonna give him that respect. I don't care what nobody says. It's okay. What happened? That part, But again, I'm not gonna sit up there and tell a man, oh my goodness, yes, I'll have your baby. No, boo, because I got my tooth burnt. Okay, and I'm on birth control. I click, double lock. Okay, double lock. Hello, and I would use protection. That's like a triple way of nothing. And plus, I'm abstinent, so it doesn't even matter. So there's nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? So right now, no. If God wants it to be, and I'm able to have a healthy baby for my husband, then yes. But again, before I even get married, I will let him know, hey, I got my tools burnt. I'm on birth control. See what I'm saying? See? Stuff like that is what I'm talking about. Why would you even say that? See what I'm saying? I get that all the time. It's so annoying. It's like when I actually had to get my birth control and I actually had to have an operation for it. Because I was that tight that I had to have an operation for it. My cousin brought me again. Shout out to you guys. Love you, babes. Beautiful. And I tell people that the first thing is, oh my goodness, oh, you're lying, this and that. You can ask my cousin, because she brought me. Like, she's the one who brought me. So I'll say that it was like my gynecologist is a man, so he couldn't get in there, and he tried. I was like, listen, that's hurting, okay? Is the birth control helpful if you're so that? Yes, because it was actually to control my menstrual cycle for the blood, because I had a very heavy blood flow. So it was to help with that, and my cramps were freaking terrible. I wanted to, if I could say what I wanted to do to the world. Jesus, because them cramps, I was like, put me in a ring, please, because I cannot take it anymore. I was ready to fight my cramps, okay? I wasn't ready to knock them suckers out the park. They were terrible. Like, ugh. If I could say some things on here, I would be like, I was ready to throw. Okay? So it was to control. It was basically more so for my menstrual cycle. And I was getting my cycle extremely abnormal. I would get it freaking like maybe twice in a month, but like the 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 loss of what I had was so bad. Plus with me being severely anemic, it wasn't a good balance with that and being anemic. It was like I had to basically be on something to make sure I didn't need like a blood transfusion, basically. Is that my baby CB? Is that you, CB? Cause am I tripping? That's you, right? Yes, I'm looking. Yes, I'm looking. Laugh my ass off. You're still here. Still cute though. So I had it. That's something nasty. I like it. Oh, someone's like, "Wow, you're beautiful." Thank you, thank you. But again, I would go and be honest, like, hey, you know, again, that's something that I think needs to be a conversation. Oh, she does. Did you have a conversation with her about it? But I know I had to be on it for that reason though, because I was like, I cannot. And it's so funny because my best friend asked me, he was like, "So why are you on that if you're not doing anything?" I said, because of my cycle. And it's so funny because like when men usually find out that my gynecologist is a man, they're like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know about that." I don't care. This man been dealing with my kitty for 8 years and it's perfectly fine, okay? So shout out to Dr. Wintermute. I adore him. Right? So, you know, she's been fine. She's been permed just fine. There's no issues, okay? There's nothing. So that, yeah, I'm coming. Give me 1 second. Somebody said tell your husband. I don't have a husband. See? See how little, and I got leggings in there. I'm coming. 1 second, you guys. Sorry, y'all. My son with his freaking he wanted his taekwondo belt. Well, I don't know. So tomorrow I plan on going to Target early in the morning. Early in the morning to go start some Christmas shopping. I only have tomorrow and Friday. Because after that, oh, thank you. I'm going to start, Kevin Gonzalez. I love that name. Gonzalez and Garcia. I love those names. I have those 2 days to do Christmas shopping. And that's it. So, let's see how it goes. Oh, thank you. Oh, wait. Somebody said stop using your good looks to tempt us. Said I was tempting y'all. Who said that? Zip is bullying. Who is Zip? Kiva, do you see anything? Because I don't. Am I lost? I think I missed something. Ooh, Isaiah. Isaiah Miracle. M for I. Hello. So I have tomorrow and Friday to do Christmas. You look beautiful. I love. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Girl, I'm just so bless you. But back to the conversation. We've been on here for a little minute. Y'all been kicking me for a little minute. Okay. You guys been rocking with me for a little minute. So I want to know, did anybody start their Christmas shopping yet? And if you started, are you done? Hello, good afternoon. Have a great day. Oh, you too, my love. I haven't started anything. Nothing. Zipper bully. Never. I don't know what the heck you talking about. Jesus loves you. Yes, he does, because the Bible tells me so. Merry Christmas, same to you. You, girl, I haven't started either. I love your name. So thank you. I'm starting tomorrow. I was waiting on you. Like, follow. It's cute. I am trying to go to Target as soon as the door opens. So I bought my girlfriend a puppy. Aw, always last minute with me each year. Girl, listen, financially is why I'm starting tomorrow. I wanted to make sure that, my rent was paid for next month. So I had in my money order. I paid for no tuition for his taekwondo because it ended, so I had to renew it. I got gas. I paid this little bill that I had off. So, and I've been cooking. So, I haven't, spent anything on today. I got some, today I got some Dunkin' Donuts. I got a strawberry dragon fruit smoothie. I don't like a lot of ice in mine with tea, with green tea. And then I got like something to snack on. But other than that, I've been making sure I've been saving. I've been wanting a Starbucks drink so freaking bad, okay? The pink drink that I get with, the little strawberries in it, but I haven't spent anything. Oh, and Kiva, shout out for what you did because that's how I got something. So shout out to you. It's all pink on the inside. It's all pink on the inside, my love. But I like the pink drink. You're not like Starbucks. What do you do for a living? I have 2 jobs. I definitely did. Somebody said stay single and stack, boo. I mean, I'm not gonna be single forever. This is a Bluetooth. My mom be finding all kind of stuff. But yeah, I haven't started Christmas shop. I'm gonna start tomorrow. You have a man. If not, can I be? No, I don't have a man, and no, I don't want one right now. I'm too busy. I can't. Save. That's why I work. I work. I work. you guys know, because I'm actually supposed to be listen, let me tell y'all what no one for Christmas was, okay? Let me tell y'all what he wanted for Christmas. A TV, okay? A TV, an Xbox, and some games. And he wanted a TV, an Xbox. He actually didn't want a lot this year. He wanted an Xbox, some games, a TV. It was something else that he wanted. What do you think he wanted, though? I can't. Oh, and an iPad, cause he broke his. And I was like, that's gonna stay broken. So he didn't want a lot this year. He really, really, really didn't want a lot this year. But what he wanted, I was like, that's damn near $1,000. That's the who got. I don't got that. He broke his iPad. I don't know what the hell he did to it, but he broke his iPad. So I was looking, I was looking him up just to see. I'm not saying she's. No, I see how they say you. Okay. I don't know. I was at work, came home, and he was like, "Oh, mom, it broke." I was like, "Oh, well, it's gonna stay broke." Tuh. Okay, but the things that he wanted, I think it would have cost me probably like 1,000 max. 1,000 max, and I was like, "No, no." Cause the Xbox, and then the games, the TV. It was something else that he said that he wanted, and I think it was an iPad. And the Xbox, I think I was looking at it, they're like freaking $400 or $500 in a TV. And then the iPad was like, what, maybe 4 or 5? That alone, yeah, it's probably like 1,000. Somebody says, "See, you need a man to make that happen for you." No, I don't know. No. No, my son needs to be more responsible. No. Absolutely not, no. Like, what do I want for Christmas? To be alive. I want to enjoy Christmas with my son this year. Like, I really just want to enjoy it. So the day after Christmas, we're going to go ice skating. And we're going to make cookies if he's even still up Christmas night. Because Christmas Eve, I have to work Christmas Eve. I have to work Christmas Eve, both jobs. And I was like, girl bills, girl money, girl car insurance, girl food, girl clothes. I was like, okay. But I get off at 9. Somebody said, "Oh, y'all have a good." We are. We definitely are. So, I'm gonna start again tomorrow. I only have because I gotta work my second job. I'm off my first job tomorrow. So okay, my schedule is all over the place as freaking usual. Okay, so last week and this week, I was actually supposed to be on vacation from my first job. But of course, me being me, I picked up as many hours and as many shifts as I could. Are you okay? You just coughing? Yeah, I have flu. Why you have two? I do. I have 2 jobs, and I'm never gonna sit up here and say or be embarrassed about it. Some people are like, you work 2 jobs. Yes, I do. I have my own home. I have my own place. I have my own car. Praise God. There's no car note. My car is paid off by the grace of God and moving the way I move financially. But I have car insurance. You know what I'm saying? So no. See, if you had a general like me, I could have told you too. Okay. Not the video game either. You are a hardworking lady. That part. Yes. God's good all the time. You can praise him into it. Give me glory while you can. I know that's right. So, of course, let me start by saying by the grace of God, I have these things that I have because none of them belong to me. They all belong to him. So, thank you, Father, for them. And, as always, we praise God on the channel. Right? And did y'all see my shirt? I was dancing to J Moss. I created a little shirt and I was dancing to J Moss. Oh, let's speak on something real quick. So my mom went to the cemetery to go see her dad because y'all know her dad passed away. It's good to double your job if you have the strength. God got you that part. You're a beautiful darling. Thank you. And I lost my AirPods at the cemetery. Y'all can see. I created a short. And those geese were just all where I needed to be. I think one of them damn geese ate my damn AirPods too. So if I would have went close to one of them and heard some music bumping in them, I would have knew that, okay, you the geese that ate my AirPods. How am I supposed to get it back now? There were so many of them. I thought if I would have got out the car, I thought they would have jumped me. So I literally just was looking. I'm just like this, you know. My AirPods is probably over there, but I'm thinking this to myself, and I'm looking at the geese, and I'm not finna get jumped by no geese. Okay, like how you get beat up. Oh, I got jumped by geese. That just sounds crazy to me, yo. So what I did was I reversed my car, went out the cemetery, and just came home. Went to my mom's house, and I was like driving home. While driving to my mom's house, I'm like, did I say geese? I'm sorry. I mean goose. I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, I mean geese, goose. What the freak? Tomato, tomato. Y'all catch? Well, no, it's two different things. So let me stop. Let me act like I know, right? Let me stop, right? I think it is geese though. It is geese. It's not a goose. It's geese, right? And oh no, there were a whole bunch of them. I was like, oh, okay. I think they ate my AirPod. It is geese. It's not goose. It's a geese. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. Why the hell did I just question myself and I know it's geese? Like, girl, get it together. I was so pissed. Oh, that's so cute. Whoever sent me the flower. And I'm just like, one of them probably just bumping right now. They probably just bump into the music. And I'm just like, SSC, I don't kill God's creatures. So I just turned around. And I felt the gate. I was sad. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. My spirit was hurt by that. And of course, y'all know I'm never going to take something from my son to get myself something. No. So I'm going to take the L on that and just have no AirPods. That is going to be, how in 2026 you don't got no AirPods? Like, that just sounds crazy. That just sounds crazy. Like, it's 2026, you got AirPods? Nah. What happened to them? A geese ate it. Oh my goodness. So it's like, no, so my son, we were trying to find my mom's dad grave, and I gave Noah the keys because, you know, he's kind of learning how to drive a little bit. So I was like, baby, can you use it? Because I have my wallet out and I have my pocketbook just like out. Is it a goose or is it a geese? Y'all not about to have me on here feeling stupid. We about to check. What's my mom's password? Isn't it a geese? Not a goose, right? It's geese. Because a goose and a geese are two different things. I know I'm not bugging now. I know I learned that in school. What is her password? I think it's the opposite of mine. Oh, Lord. I know geese is plural. Hold on. Oh, wait. Goose is single. Some food about to be everything. So I had him roll the window up for me because I didn't, you know, I mean. So he rolled the window up for me. And I think that it dropped out of it. Matter of fact, if I had my keys, I could have showed y'all. And then today I went to the bank, right? It was a whole bunch of them. That's why I said they're going to jump me if I get off this car. I said they're going to jump me if I go to this car. I said I'm not even getting out. No, I'm not getting out. It was a whole, like when I tell y'all, they really would have jumped me. Okay? They would have jumped my little ass. Oh my goodness. What's my mother password? I hate this phone. I'm about to look it up because we finna see. I don't know her password to this phone. What's her password? What was my password? I think her password is the opposite. That's what I'm saying. That's why I know it's geese. I'm like, it's not a freaking goose. It's geese. I think you OT a whole flock of. That's what I'm. That's how I know I'm not bugging. It's geese. Listen, I don't think I've never seen that many geese in my life. I was like, oh, I'm not getting out. Mm-mm. And then, mind you, that the area that I needed to be in, right? I know they were just there. I was like, yo, they're gonna jump me. I'm not about to get beat up by no geese. Like, we not finna do this. If a man has never beat me up, yo, you think I'm about to let an animal beat me up? You bugging. We not doing that. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that. It's like, we not doing that. No, we not. Mm-mm. No, we not. And the area that I needed to be in. The what bird did you call it? I'm not doing this today. What's my mother password? I don't know her password. Oh Lord, that's the wrong number. What's her? No, I know this damn thing. Oh, let me see if it's this. Did I get it unlocked? I got it unlocked. The hell's wrong with this damn phone? All right, we about to look it up. I'm about to look up 2 things on here. Hi, my love. How are you, Derek? What's wrong with my mama's phone? Oh, this is her old phone. Oh, Lord, y'all. Can I even get on here? Oh, oh. Uh-oh. I don't... Okay, let me see if I can... Oh. My mom's phone is... Oh, wait. Did I get it? I don't care about this crap. Jersey door. I don't know what that type of bird is, but okay. Don't scroll all the pictures. You may find something you don't. No, it's not. I'm on her. Trying to be on her. My mom's phone is like... This is the phone she dropped, so I'm trying to see. I better not see nothing on my mother phone. I don't want to see because I will start screaming to the top of my lungs, okay? Okay? Like, ma'am, I get you're grown, but I'm still your daughter. I don't want to see that. I'm trying to see if I can... Oh, I think I got it. I got it. I got it. Huh? Oh, I just had it. I just had it. That's what... I'm not doing... Oh, why her phone keep vibrating? This is weird. This phone is retarded. My mother better keep all her secrets. I don't want no parts of them sheets. None of them. I don't want Facebook. What? I don't care about a Facebook. I don't even have Facebook. Ma, I don't want to see nothing. Okay. We're going to look at it. Not you was attacked by a seagull. Goose is singular, one bird, while geese is the correct plural form, more than one. Goose, okay? So, it's geese. Not you was attacked by. Okay, are a geese and a goose the same? Why am I reading so damn slow? Okay. No, goose and geese are not the same. Goose refers to a single bird, while geese is the irregular plural form for multiple geese, similar to how moose becomes mice. Is a flock of geese or goose. When a bunch of geese waddle around on the ground, that's the gaggle of geese. I knew I wasn't mugging. Oh, I'm about to look up that question that y'all asked. What was the pin number? Shout out to me. Ow! That hurt it. I gotta stop doing it. I don't know how guys be like, Going out to their chest. You know, my sensitive ass. Like, what was her password? Oh. I don't see how they be like, yeah, and all of that. All right, I'm about to check it up with the AB word. Yes, like that. Oh, and that was right here. I don't like that. Okay, so can a woman? Who's put? Can a woman get pregnant? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Can a woman get pregnant with tubal ligation? That's what it's called, tubal ligation. Let's see. Woo! Oh, okay. It says, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, which I was already aware of this. Yes, a woman can get pregnant after a tubal ligation. Getting her tubes tied, mine are burnt though it's rare, as it's a highly effective but not 100% foolproof permanent birth control method, with about 1 in 200 women experiencing pregnancy. Often, a tubal pregnancy, which is a medical emergency. The risk is high if surgery was done younger and the procedure may fail due to incomplete blockage, reopenings of the tube. No, we don't need no tubes to be reopened over this way, baby. We don't. No. Keep all minds closed. God, please. That I'm about to go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years. I'm not doing it. 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 No, 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 no. All right, let's see. Can a woman get a, you know what? Who? No, we didn't say that. I don't even like typing in this word. Like, my fingers, it just feels so like, ugh. I can't. Can a woman get a, if a man, if the father is still around? Let's see. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm just going to put, can a father stop and you know what? Oh, this says no. Genuinely, and I did not pronounce that right. A father cannot legally stop a woman from getting in the U.S. because the Supreme Court has ruled that a father has no constitutional right to prevent and prioritizing the pregnant person's body and privacy, while some states have laws for parental involvement for minors requiring consistent or non. The bypasser doesn't. Okay. So, no. A father cannot stop it. I think that's crazy. I want to see the, now someone had asked something about adopting. Oh. What does it take to adopt? Okay. He can't stop it. That's what this says. I don't know. I always say I don't know what God says. To adopt a child, you genuinely need to be an adult, often 21 plus, financially stable, pass extensive background check. Look, damn, FBI, complete required training in a home study interview, refers home inspection for space safety, and show you can provide a loving, stable environment. Oh, no, this does say it. This says marital status, single, married, why does that say divorce? Okay, whatever. Or widowed individuals can often adopt. Oh, wow, so you can adopt if you are a single person. That's why that person that asked me that question. That was a really good one. I'm not doing this. Not today. He said, no, we can't. Stop it. Strap up or pass up, fellas. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. That was a good question. And he was right. I don't know. I'm stuck on that one. How do you answer that? How do you damn, you can adopt if you divorce? That's crazy. I think that every child deserves a home and every child deserves a family. I think every child deserves love. I do. I would definitely say that a child is a blessing. I will always say that, but to each his own. I'm hungry. I don't know how to answer that. I don't. I'm stuck because it says on here, from what I read, single, married, widowed, or divorced. But yet, a father can't stop a woman from doing that. My feelings on it, I don't know, because some people, well, some women don't want to go through that mindset of carrying a child. I don't understand why. I could never speak for a woman when it comes to carrying a child. I went through postpartum depression, and I don't regret carrying my child. You know, I think this is a very sensitive topic, and I want to be very clear and very respectful to how other women may feel. And I don't understand why some women wouldn't want that connection. They may not be ready for it. I mean, I'm stuck. I don't know what to say. I don't know. And I've never been this stuck in my life, because how can you know, my body, my choice, but that man took part in, you know, that choice. So I don't know. I'm stuck, so I apologize being like I'm just stuck on stupid right now, but it feels like I am. It is a heavy decision either way, because a woman feels she has to carry the child, and you know, she may not want to do that, and a man may want the child, but she may not want to carry the child, so she may not want the child. I don't know. I will say, can I come down there and take care of you? I wish. And that's a tough one. That really is a tough one, and I just want to make sure I respect everybody's, you know, decisions and feelings, and you know, the way some women may have already gone through something like that. So I don't know. Hello. I don't know. Now for the adoption, I'm lost, because why is it that you're beautiful, thank you, that you can married, single, widow, or divorced. Yet a man can't stop a woman from doing that. But he inserted the child. I'm stuck on that. I think in a situation like that, I would pray about it. That would be the best advice. I would pray about it, because if that child is meant to be, there's nothing you could do. You know, I actually know a few stories about some women trying to harm themselves to try not to have the child. Baby, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter why you do it. It don't matter how many times you do it. If God has a special place for this child on earth, oh baby, they're gonna be here. I don't care if you try to drink bleach. I don't care if you try to jump off a bridge. I don't care what you do. If that child is meant to be here, you gonna be just fine, and you gonna survive everything that you think you gonna do, or you think you gonna harm this child. You think you about to harm yourself. Yeah, okay, and everything you do, you're gonna be healed from it, and you're gonna ask yourself, well, what is happening? That child is supposed to be here, sweetheart. They're supposed to be here. They are supposed to be here. Now, when some women get, rhymes with ape, when they go through that and they decide to not have the child, I don't know. I know God is a forgiving God. I think in a situation like that, I think that God will forgive you because that was, something you couldn't control in that moment. So there's a lot of factors and a lot of layers to that one. So that's a tough one. But if that child is supposed to be here, it don't matter what you try. That child is going to be here regardless of what you feel, why you feel. And I'm not saying that how you feel is not important, because it is. But if it is meant for that child to be here, baby, it don't matter what you do. That child is going to be here. Now, you may not want nothing to do with the child, right? Nothing like that. You may not want to deal with the child, see the child, nothing. Fine, whatever, right? That child will grow up to probably be a football player, a famous singer, a preacher, but that child, a doctor, a surgeon, a specialist, that child is going to grow up being amazing. And just knowing that you had no parts to do with it, you're going to feel like ish. But then you have some women who, they just don't have a connection to that child, and they really just don't want nothing to do with the child. So I said a doctor, right? And they just don't want it. I don't understand how you cannot want your child, because I want my child. I would love to know what goes through a woman's mind, because every woman is different. I would love to know, what is it that makes you just say, I just don't want to do it. And I say it because what the lady you choose to be with, that part. To have kids with the lady you chose to be with, then leave her and the kids is crazy. I agree. But again, everything is not meant forever, baby. The only thing that is meant to be is life and death. And taxes. That's it. Wait, so can I use this is a Bluetooth. I'm not from New York. I'm from Norwalk. And I don't know. It is what it is. But I would love to know. I personally don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to know, hello, what goes through a woman's mind. I would like to know her story or hear her out. And, oh, thank you. And just have an understanding of, okay, I didn't want to do it because ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, or, I just didn't want to do it, or I just didn't want the responsibilities. Because when you have a child, I believe that, you can't be selfish, because I was never a selfish person. Like, I genuinely never was. So, hi, hun. You're so kind. Thank you. So, oh, thanks, Key, because I was just about to do that. Oh, thank you. When I used to date, I would never date women with kids, especially if they weren't mine. And let's talk about that, right? Thanks, Key. Let's talk about that. There's a lot of men out there. Again, I do believe the same thing should go for a man. And I just personally never hear a woman say, oh, he's a single father, so he no good. I don't hear that. I will personally say for myself, I am not dating a man with 2 kids by 2 different women. I am not going through that, because I'm not dealing with 2 different personalities, and then my man's personality, and then I have the kid's personality. That's too many people. Then I have myself, and then I have my son. I'm not doing that. That's just no. Now, if you have one child, right, by one woman, fine. I have no issues with it. I have no problem with it. But that 2 and 3, respectfully speaking, I can't do it. And again, everything is not for me. And again, every child is a blessing. But I'm not doing that. Her name is Kiva. Kiva. Her name is Kiva. Thank you. I love you guys. I think that y'all can disagree, but there is no need for disrespect on her. That part, Key. Let him know, Key. What if I got 4 with 1? Is that bad as 1 with 4? I'm not dating a man with multiple kids, respectfully speaking. I'm just not doing it because, again, respectfully speaking, I'm not coming in with that. So I don't want to accept that in my life. I don't want to do it. And that's just me, personally speaking. Again, I would gladly deal with 1 child. I could deal with 1, but I cannot deal with 2, 3, 4. I personally cannot deal with that. It's too much. Because, you know, you may be allergic to ice cream. You may be allergic to soccer. You may be allergic to degree. You may be allergic to deodorant. Listen, it's a lot with my 1 son. I can't. Again, babies are a blessing. Blended families are beautiful. And I praise anybody well, I don't praise anybody, but I can accept anybody that can accept that. That is fine, but to each his own. I'm not doing it. What is going on? But I'm not doing it. It's just, I'm not built for that. You know how some men say, nah, she a single mother, so I ain't dealing with her? That's cool. I don't want to pursue you either. I don't want to pursue you either. So, evening, queen. Hope you are okay. The baby is so well. You look gorgeous. May God continue to bless you. Thank you. Can I have, what? No. I think it's okay for men today to have high standards for high value women. There's nothing wrong with that. And just because somebody is a parent does not mean that they are not worth it. I wish y'all stop saying that. So all these men out here that got kids that don't take care of their kids, why do they get to pick and choose who they want to be with, but a woman can't? But she chose to take the responsibility of the child. She didn't leave. She chose to. Let me say something. This is how I look at it. I would rather deal with a man that takes care of his children than deal with a man that has kids and doesn't take care of his children. Because if you don't take care of yours, what makes me think you're about to take care of mine? You're not going to. And if you're over here taking care of mine, but you're not taking care of yours, I have a problem with that. Period. I'm not going to sit up here and be letting you play daddy over this way, right? But you have kids and you haven't seen your kids. Oh, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Because you're not about to sit up here and treat mine like this, but you're not treating your own like that. You can go. Okay? Because if you want to be with me, you have to be taking care of your children. Simple as that. I'm not accepting nothing less because I know what I got to do for mine. So I always tell people, be careful with that because, right? You sit up here, right? And think about it. You're dealing with a single mother, right? So you dealing with a single mother. She got to do this. She got to do that. She got to do this. She got to do that. So think about it. The same thing that she has to do and figure out, the same thing your child's mother has to figure out. But you just don't know because you're not around. So what makes you better? But you have kids and you're not around them. I want somebody to talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Go ahead and talk to me. Go ahead. Talk to me now. Talk to me nice. Talk to me now. Go ahead. Now I want y'all to say something. I see no comments. I didn't think so. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Get out of here. We're not doing that over this way. Deadbeats. There's a lot of them out there. But then there's a lot of good men. There are. But they're constantly breaking a lot of women's heart. That part. Why? Because most of them are really attractive, handsome individuals. That don't got nothing to do with it. Talk to me. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Because the same thing that this woman has to figure out for herself and her son, your child's mother has to figure out the same thing. I'm waiting. So you think that you're supposed to come over this way and say, hey, right? It's not a single problem. It's not a single problem. It's not. It's definitely not. Because I have an amazing, what you call it? not too close. Oops, sorry, okay, right? So, right? So, I'm a single mom, right? Right? So, then what? Then what? Yeah? Coming. All right, I went and got my keys. So, see? There's no AirPods. And then I was thinking, why my keys so light? I left my hand sanitizer inside the bank. See, no AirPods. They're good. So, oh, I like puppies. Puppies are cute. Ew, did I kill it? I did. There's a bug flying around. Hold on. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Oh, thank you. No, I don't have any AirPods. It's not really a rant. It's just it's gone. It's gone. It's like whatever. Not, and I'm not buying anymore either because I'm like this. I'm not. That's just ridiculous. I was supposed like no, but I was thinking about that. Think about the same thing that a single mother has to do. Your child's mother has to do the same thing. I tell people that I always tell people be careful with that because you got to think about it, right? The same thing that I got to figure out with who's gonna pick my son up and drop him off. Your child's mother has to do the same thing, but you over here trying to be cooked up with somebody. Oh, okay. That's not true either. Oh, we already had that conversation. We ain't gonna go back to that conversation. Simple as that. But, if you up here and you can make dates for somebody or you can make dates in time for yourself, like, no. I believe that there's somebody for everybody. I don't believe that. I think that there's somebody for everybody. Everybody should be with somebody. That's what I think. I don't think that you're put on this earth to be by yourself forever. I don't think that. You just have to make sure that you got you intact. That's all. You just got to make sure that you got it together. I mean, you could be walking down the street, bump into somebody. You don't know. You never know when you're going to meet your person. So I don't believe God put everybody here to just be by themselves. I believe you're meant to be happy and be with someone and have someone to call your lover. I definitely do. Hi, my love. Oh, thanks, Key. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself, and there's nothing wrong with being with somebody. It depends on you as a person and what you and how you are. It just depends on you. Only you can break up your relationship. Only you know what you want. Only you know how you want it to start. Only you know how you want it to finish. Only you do. Can't nobody else interfere with your relationship if you don't let it. I tell y'all, leave outside out. Don't bring the outside into your relationship. Don't bring your homegirls in your relationship. Don't bring the boys into your relationship. Keep your relationship to yourself. No, you just are. Don't project yourself on me. That's your problem, not mine. I'm too blessed and prayed up and humble for that. Thank you. What was I saying before that? I forgot. It's yeah. I'm waiting. That's not crazy. Natural beauty at its finest. Thank you. Okay, I will. Oh, it's 100%. This is when the weirdos start to come in around this time. I'm about to go home and cook dinner anyway, so it don't matter. We definitely do need prayer warriors. Sorry, I couldn't get my words right. We definitely do need prayer warriors. I definitely agree. 100%. But yeah, I believe that everybody is meant to be with somebody. Thanks. It is around this time, keep all this time, but I definitely do believe that, everybody's meant to be with somebody. I couldn't see someone just being by themselves and being miserable. I just think that sometimes you gotta let your guard down. And sometimes you gotta, take a leap of faith. And again, it depends on what you are dealing with what you choose to deal with. Sorry, it depends on with what you are you in Jamaica. No, I wish I was in Jamaica. Oh, my hair is so cute. Thank you. I agree. You back to there for what? But then you have some people that are willing to be in a relationship and they're not happy. I mean, how can you think that being with someone who tears you down or tears you apart every day verbally is okay? If they're calling you ugly, if they're calling you stupid, if they're calling you dumb, if they're calling you all these really mean, nasty things, how can you look at someone and say, I love you? How can you look at someone and say, I just want to be with you? You can leave. You don't deserve that. And I just think everybody deserves to be happy. I don't think there's nothing wrong with people being happy. I don't think there's nothing wrong with people just being okay with themselves. And, sometimes when you have to self-reflect on yourself, it's okay. It's okay to start over. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't deserve this. It's okay to say, you know what, I've had enough. It's okay to say enough is enough. And that's what I tell people. Know when enough is enough. Never have someone say to you, oh girl, you've been with him, for this long. Yeah, and do you know what he's been doing for this long? No, you don't, because once those doors are closed at my home, no one knows what's going on. And that's true. Some of us really do be missing our blessing. We do. And messing up our blessing, we do, because we think that we have the right one. No, it's okay. You don't. And I'm not saying you gotta sit up here and bash them or talk bad about them. I'm not saying that. But when you know you've had enough, you know you've had enough. But I still say, and I still stand on, whatever standards you have for a man should also still be for a woman. The same thing. Just like, perfect example. And now they say mama's baby, daddy's maybe, right? I think that it is only fair if a man is taking care of a child and that's not his child. I think a man should go into court and make her pay him back all his money. I absolutely believe that, because it wasn't a problem when he was paying for your child, but you know that he's not your child. You understand what I'm saying? Right? That's not fair to him or his pockets or who he wants to be with. Don't do that to that man, right? Now, we know that's your baby, but we don't know if that's his baby. I believe that a DNA test should be required after you have a child. I definitely do believe that. Or when the timing is okay for a child to have a DNA test. Absolutely. Especially some men, they have doubts. I think I wouldn't say every man, but I'm pretty sure some men have had their doubts. And that'd be, a terrible thing to find out 18 years later or something like that, right? Oh, thank you for saying my hair is pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. They said my hair was pretty. Thank you. Right? So, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Don't worry, you guys. Some men are upset because they have to, be on child support, and now they're mad at the world, and then they're trying to take it out on me. It's not my fault that you chose to sit up here and not take care of your child. So don't come on my page being upset at me, because you have to take care of your responsibilities. It's not my fault. Okay? So don't reflect that on me, okay? Take care of your babies, okay? It's okay. But I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody say. There are some amazing, that there are men out there that have learned how to braid just so that they can braid their daughter's hair. There are some men that have, learned about, pads and things of that nature, and like how to hem and things like that. Those are men because they want to take care of their girls. I give so much respect to the men who take care of their kids and who, talk to their daughters and take the time out to talk to their sons. I respect that. I do. Because it takes a lot, for a man to raise a little girl and for a woman to raise, a boy. Little boy. I respect it 100%. Ooh, a real man take care of children no matter what. That part. That part. 100%. That part. Something on my mom thing is I don't copy her phone. Oh, someone said I still have the test we never took in my closet, and my daughter is 13 now. I don't want to know. That's fine. Some men don't want to know. Some men don't want to know, and that's fine. A real man will take care of another woman's children. If you want to be with her, she comes with a child. But please, just remember something. She didn't have that baby by herself. This is my microphone. I'm using this as my microphone. Some females are better and make it hard for the pops. I agree. Some women definitely, a woman can't raise a man. So then a man can't raise a woman. I mean, again, please stop with the double standards, because I'm not for it. There are some men that have raised amazing girls, okay, to be amazing, strong, independent women. Stop it. And they are married and have kids and have a family. Stop it. I'm not going to sit here and let you disregard no man. I'm not doing it, or disregard no woman. We're not doing none of that. Talk to me about all the women that have raised their kids to be football players, and they're amazing men. They're amazing fathers. They're amazing husbands. Cut it. Stop it. Stop being so mad. Stop being so angry. Enough. Enough is enough. Sick of that. Men are amazing. Women are amazing. Everybody could be amazing if y'all just stop having so much hatred and anger in your heart for no reason. Like, relax. Some females can raise a man. Not all. And guess what? Some females can raise a man, not all. You know what? I disagree. You know why I disagree? Because just like we was talking about earlier, how sometimes a two-parent household still isn't enough. Let's see. We're about to look at the statistics. Even though I don't really care about it, but I want to see. What is the freaking password to this phone? What is the password? I don't even. Is this it? Let's see. We need to love another one. We need to love one another, Black people, because we are better together as one. Everybody's better as one. Not just Black people. We are. Okay, so in 2023, about 71% of U.S. children live in two-parent families, the highest share in decades, though this varies significantly by race and education, with higher rates among white and college-educated mothers compared to Black or less educated families, while the majority of children still live with two parents. Married or cohabitating single-parent households account for about 25%, and roughly 4% live with neither both parents. Damn. With trends showing a slight okay, so two-parent household, around 71% of children under 6 years old, 75% live with two parents. Ages 12 to 17, 68% live with two parents. Single parent household, about 25% of children. Neither parent around. Okay, we're just going to continue. Married, 60% live with married both parents, while 5% live with two unmarried parents. Still don't give us the statistics of being happy. What's the stats for Black women? What did it say? I just looked at it too. This phone is fucking driving me crazy. That was all of this. Okay, let's see. Not this being like the fourth thing that popped up. Okay, around 33 to 45% of Black children live in two-parent household, with recent data showing about 33% with married parents and another 4 to 10% with unmarried parents, while nearly half live with one parent. These figures show a long-term decline from the mid-20th century. But recent trends suggest relative stability for Black children compared to other groups, though significant economic disparities, with Black two-parent families holding far less wealth and income than white two-parent families, creating different outcomes despite, I don't know what the freak I just said, similar family structures. Point blank, take care of your kids. Point blank, if it don't work, it don't work. What the freak? Jesus. It's Blacks. We have to work on us. Okay. Can y'all stop with that? Because it is racists out here harming each other. Okay. And something I don't understand. Oh, thank you. Why is it that just because you see a Black man driving, I don't know, a Benz or a BMW, I don't know about cars. So instead of you trying to go out there, have his same hustle, have his same grind, you rather sit up here and try to either take this man's car or harm this man for his stuff. So you do know that it's gonna come up stolen, right? So why don't you ask him, yo, what you do? What's your hustle? What's your grind? How you get to where you got to? Stop hating on the next person. It's ridiculous. You are beautiful and so honest. I love it and I love you. Keep. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. You have a nice. Thank you. It's. Oh, I was about to read that one too. It started with your own people first, then we can love others. No, we just have to love ourselves in order for us to learn how to love others. Because at the end of the day, if I don't love me, how can I love my neighbor? Everybody's talking about my jawline. If I don't love myself, how can I love my son? If I don't love myself, how can I love my husband? If I don't love myself, how can I love my sister? If I don't love myself, how can I love my mother? If I don't love myself, how can I love my father? It starts with this. It's not about your skin complexion. I could care less if you were born purple. I could care less if you were born Asian, Puerto Rican, Jamaican. I don't care what you. If you don't love you, you're gonna hate the world around you. You're gonna hate the people that's in this world. Why? They didn't do nothing to you. Stop being mad at a particular ethnicity. Stop being mad at them. They didn't do nothing to you. We're just here. We all bleed the same color. All of our hearts beat the same. What's the problem? The problem is you. It's not your race. It's not, your race does not determine who you are. Let me tell you that. Because if you're well educated, well spoken, and I'm not saying that, some people haven't come into some bad encounters with, police officers and things of that nature because of your skin complexion. I'm not saying that. Lord knows I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, if you know your rights and if you are educated,